Another show news, Jackie Martling has left the show. He has walked out, and much to my chagrin, after 15 years, the man has walked out because out of all of us, he's the only guy who can't figure out how to get a new contract without walking out. So that part of our history is over with. I don't agree with the guy walking out.
It's a shame he didn't even say goodbye.
No,
you know, he
I got a note.
Leaving on Friday.
He tells me he loves me, but he sends me a note. Yeah. Doesn't even call me. So, you know, like, I'm not going to be in. I'm not going to be in.
I am. It breaks my heart.
Yeah, it breaks my heart. If it breaks your heart, you find a way to keep working here.
That's right.
So we're going to play Win Jackie's Money. And what that means is, here's how you win Jackie's money. Because from what I understand, they offered him a boatload.
Yeah.
What you do is, if you're a comedian or a comedy writer or a voice guy, like, you know how Regis held auditions on the air to replace Kathy Lee? We're going to do that.
All right.
And you can win Jackie's money. And whatever they were paying Jackie, we'll give you. What?
How do people apply? Send tapes or?
Send tapes. Contact Gary. Let us know what your story is. You got some radio background.
Well, Jackie didn't. He didn't seem to hold him back.
Comedy background, something, whatever. I don't. The guy just walks out.
I know.
It's like, screw you guys. Keep the show going while I walk out.
Limp along, or, if this impedes your progress, that's too bad.
And the only guy it affects is me.
Well,
Tom doesn't care if he walks out. Tom doesn't care if he walks out.
Tom is not affected. Tom will be able to do everything today that he normally does.
Yeah, it doesn't affect Tom's life.
Oh, absolutely.
So, love Jackie, think he's a great guy, but I'm not sure what he's up to, and we got to go. We got to move forward. It's crazy. It's just crazy.
Well, you can't do this 100 million times, and he's done it 100
That's exhausting.
times.
So that's it. So we
never does he get that he's just kicking us in the balls.
Yeah, right. I don't get it.
Why are you upset with me?
Robin wanted more money. Fred wanted more money. I wanted more money. We all want more money, but we somehow found a way to keep working here without walking out and going on strike against ourselves. We don't go out.
Yeah, we've been so horrible to him. See, that's my problem. You gave him a job. Tom didn't give him a job.
Right.
You gave him a job. But who does he lash out at when things go bad? You.
Right. Yeah, you're right. I'm not going to argue with you. So, what can I tell you? Jackie's gone, and we love him to work with him, but I don't understand going out on strike against the people you work with.
He's never heard of being able to negotiate a contract
and work
while he's working.
No, it can't happen. I tried. And quite frankly, it's it. So it's over. It's been a good 15 years together, but what can I tell you? And the show goes on. Somehow. Not
here, to Howard. In 2 weeks, I think I'm going to leave. So why don't you start making some plans in preparation?
I don't need to make any preparation.
The point is, Howard, that he doesn't care whether you're left in the lurch or not.
Yeah. Yeah, Glenn, you're on the air.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Damn, the show's not going to be the same. He's an endless source of material. Going back from Star Search, his wife banged a black guy.
That's right.
Yeah.
I tell you, listen, we wanted Jackie to keep working here, but I'll tell you what I'll do. Somehow I always seem to go on.
Oh, yeah, you can do without him.
Well, that's what people said when Billy left. When Billy left the show, that was the end of the show.
Billy who?
Exactly.
Let me finish my list.
Go ahead.
All right. His wife banged a black guy, right?
Right.
Banged a one-legged girl. He gets his doctors from the penny saver with that 10-nail syndrome.
We know.
6 shacks.
What can I tell you?
Killed his cat. He eats out of garbage pails. He's got a piece of wood that he loves floating in the middle of the garbage water. This is Jessica Hahn apology.
It's great stuff.
Tchotchkes.
Listen, we love him, and you know what? I think there isn't a person on this planet who's been more loyal to Jackie.
The last thing I got to say, you got to watch him pickle, ferment, and if he comes back, you can watch him decay. How about a little prize for all of that, Howie?
All right, here's your prize. I'm going to hang up on you. All right. Everybody wants a prize. We're just calling in.
I know. These days, they want something.
Hey, Brian.
That started.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
So did Jackie bail on you, man?
Well, he didn't bail. He's out on strike or what? Yeah, I guess he quit.
Work stopping.
He quit.
Gee.
I don't know what he wants me to do.
I don't understand why he has to do that to get what he wants.
Well, that's our point. I mean, who are you striking against? Tom doesn't care if you walk out. Tom's happy. He'll save himself some money.
Well, it's not like they have to shut the show down.
No, the show will continue. We're all under contract here, and we will somehow keep the show going.
You know, the weirdest thing, I was thinking about that. When we all settled our contracts, back there in December.
Right.
There was a day that, you announced that we were staying, and, everybody came in, and there was a big celebration, and everybody was celebrating except Jackie.
Yeah, because Jackie is the one guy who can't somehow come to a contract agreement. How come everybody else can?
Yeah, we all were hugging each other and saying, oh, this is great. We're glad to be going on.
Yeah.
And Jackie was like, oh, so everybody's settled?
Yeah,
He was the only one standing there. You couldn't. It was like, well, we don't even know if you're going to be around anymore.
Yeah, we all have like the same agent. He went in and negotiated, but Jackie could never take on our agent because somehow he would get screwed if he
That's
had
right.
our
He
agent.
knows our agent would screw him.
Right.
And he's probably screwing us, but we don't know it.
Right.
We're stupid.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a million problems with Jackie, and it's like, it's just like working together is a dream. We all work together great, but when it comes down to him getting his,
Well, he said something, a couple of months ago. We were talking about his usual form of negotiation, and he said, "Yeah, Robin will get mad at me just because I asked for more money."
We all ask for more money.
We all ask for money.
Yeah, but he acts like we get it all, and he doesn't get any of it.
That's right. Nothing left for him.
Yeah. So I mean, what am I going to say? It's sad. It's just a sad thing.
Jackie, he's a really good guy and all that, but
He's a great guy.
what good is it doing him to not come in? It's not like the show has to hold up now and wait.
Well, that's our point.
Well,
and,
he would wish that were the case.
Well, that's what he's a true narcissist. That's what it is. The show's going to now fail, and who cares? Screw Howard, screw Robin, screw Jack,
That's right.
screw
He'll bring
Fred.
us all down. He didn't create this,
Right. Been doing
but
this
he would like to take it down if he could.
Right.
It's funny because, I mean, I don't mean to say anything bad about the guy because he's a friend of mine. But this morning I'm listening to you from like 6 o'clock, and until you just mentioned a few minutes ago he wasn't in, I was oh yeah, what do you know? I come to think of it, I haven't heard him. But it wasn't like I'm thinking, oh my God, this show sounds so bad. He's not there,
Right. Well, that's our point, and the point is that I'm sure it could have been worked out some way. But you don't walk
you were
out.
dealing with an adult, not a spoiled brat.
You don't walk out on the show. And every time in the past I've gone out and sort of like tried to figure out a way to keep him, but I'm done. I'm done.
Well, I don't want to, I'm not speaking for him. I don't know all the details of what he's interested in, but my thing
No, but
is,
he's got other things to do. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to be desperate. He's fine. He's a talented guy.
well, it sounds also though like he can obviously apparently live without doing the show, so it's not
Well, let's
that.
hope.
I hope so.
I mean, you got to admit, part of the reason you're there is because you like this stuff.
Yeah.
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 You hated it; they couldn't pay you enough.
Right.
So maybe Jackie doesn't really care to do it anymore.
That's it.
I mean, he may not be as motivated and thrilled by it. Who knows?
Yeah.
Right. That's fine.
Then he definitely should leave.
I just don't know what other job's going to pay that kind of money. I don't know what other kind of job's going to bring him that kind of prominence, and I don't know. But that's his business, not mine.
Maybe at 53, he said, if I'm going to take my shot, I got.
What happened? Your mic just went out.
Oh, I knocked myself out.
All right.
Said maybe I got to take my shot now.
That's it.
Time's running.
While I'm young. I'm going to take a shot while I'm young. What can I tell you, man? I can't put my brain in his head. But I don't know what's going on. I didn't even get a phone call. It was like, hey, here's a note. I can't call you. It will be weird. And I'm like, it'll be weird?
Yeah,
What's
because
weird?
we've only been working together 15 years.
Yeah, you can't call me.
Well, he knows you're not going to try to argue with him.
Well, I would have said to him, what are you doing? I would have said, you know what?
Yeah, you talk to him like a friend.
You're going out on strike against us, and quite frankly, I'm not putting up with it anymore. I mean,
Yeah,
I got to make plans for the future.
Right, and you're not going to sit there like you're on his team and say, you're right, don't go in, and I'd play hardball. And on the other hand, you're not going to say to him, well, what? Here, I'll go to bat for you.
Whatever. I don't know. I don't know what to say. When a guy walks out, what am I supposed
when
to
a
think?
guy just emails you.
Yeah, a guy emails me and tells me he's walking out. What am I supposed to do? Beg him to come in? I don't. Forget it. I'll get. You know what? Book someone new. Oh, what is it, Tom? What? Oh, here's Tom Chiasano, who handled the negotiations.
I was just going to say, we negotiated long and hard, in good faith, and we just couldn't agree, and his contract actually ended on December 31st, and he stayed for a while.
Right.
But we weren't going where Jackie wanted us to go, and we did make what I thought was a real significant, substantial offer.
Yeah. Listen, wait, let me ask you something. When Robin negotiated a contract, don't break a confidence, but when Robin negotiated a contract, I negotiated a contract, and Fred negotiated a contract, did we get what we were asking for?
Well, I didn't negotiate your deals, but
right.
I'm sure I know you didn't.
Right. I mean, I know that.
Yeah, I'm still
I know you
smarting.
Yeah, I know Robin said to me, listen, I didn't get everything I wanted, but I wanted to stay with the show, and I figured out a way to do it. Somehow, the agent figured out a way to do it.
It doesn't.
But you don't. But none of us ever walked out. We never walk out on the show.
It doesn't sound like it can be strictly a money issue, though. Come on. With him.
With him,
isn't that what he wrote you?
He wrote me, it's only a money issue, but then in the next breath he said Tom insulted him, and all he's looking for is a pat on the back. So it's not just looking for money, he's looking for a pat on the back.
Why did you pat him on the back?
You should have patted him on the back.
You know what? I could not have kissed his buttocks more.
He said that you told him that you can't help but think how great it's going to be to save the money, that you don't have to
What?
That's what he told me. That's what he told me in an email.
No,
I don't even know.
What I said to him at some point is, Jackie, I should be sitting here telling you, I'm looking forward to saving the money, but I'm not. I want you to stay.
Right. Which is a nice thing to say.
Right.
He misinterpreted that and decided you insulted him.
Well, I know. I mean, I've tried to always talk Jackie into staying, but I'm done with that. I'm not doing it anymore. And if the show sucks, hey, don't listen anymore. What can I tell you?
It kind of sounds like I say, I'm not trying to put the guy down, but it almost sounds like the attention is what he's more interested in than the amount of money he can get.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the guy wants to be known on his own for his ability to be a comedian and this and that as a performer.
So he should go out and do that.
He may not be getting that from being on the show as a writer.
Right. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I know what money they were offering because Tom just told me. And I guarantee there's a lot of writers out there that would
love to have that
would fall on their head. I don't think that, and here's the other thing. You write for The Tonight Show or you write for any other show, they don't mention your name. You never get any credit.
I don't know who writes Jay Leno's jokes.
Yeah, but you know who writes on this show because we make everybody a star on this show. And people forget
they even have a microphone in front of them.
That's right.
On the TV show.
If you want, I open up the microphone to anyone who's in the studio.
Yeah.
So what am I going to say? What am I going to say? This is it. Guy comes to me, he says he's going out on strike against me. He ain't affecting Tom when he goes out on strike. He's affecting me.
Yeah, Tom, has your date changed at all?
No, listen, I mean, I'm not happy about it.
No, I know you're not happy about it. But your date, you're going to go along just fine without him.
You won't be limping.
The only one who's affected by it is me, not you. So, it's like, if you go out on strike, you're going out on strike against me. You're not going out on strike against Tom.
It's silly.
Yeah.
It's just not helping anything.
Well, listen, whatever. Here's my vow. The show will go on. We're going to play Win Jackie's Money.
We're going to find our new Jackie.
Whatever Tom was paying Jackie, I'll pay a comedian every week to come in, like Kathy Lee. We'll find someone to replace him. Might not be as good as Jackie.
Well, who knows?
Might be better. I might hire 10 guys.
At all.
I might hire 10 guys with that salary.
We can probably afford to.
Yeah. Because pretty much what we were paying him, 10 people can be paid.
Am I eligible to enter?
Sure.
Brian, you ought to enter the party. I don't know what you do, but you ought to do it.
Oh, I do anything. You know me.
Oh, I know you. This is the guy who was on the air with me when I worked in Hartford.
Oh, yeah?
And I was in the middle of doing the show, and he took out his private area
This guy?
and put it down on the table.
He's a funny guy.
It was very funny, especially when I smacked it because I was doing the show.
Oh, my
So
God.
I pulled away just in time.
Yes, you did. All right, Brian, thanks.
Okay.
We'll
man.
see you in here for Win Jackie's Money.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
We're
Brian,
holding
one
auditions.
of the contenders. So that's what you got to do. You got to you figure out what Jackie was making, and then I'll offer it to comedians every week. And when we find the right guy or group of guys, we'll do that.
I'll sit down with Gary and come up with a budget.
All right, very good.
Okay.
Makes me sad. What can I tell you? The guy walks out on strike on me. What am I? What about?
End of an era.
Now, what is this? What am I? Air traffic controllers? This show all makes us our living. You don't walk out on it. You don't do that. You don't walk out on something that earns you this kind of money and this kind of respect and fame. You just don't. You sit down. You talk to your fellow workers. You talk to people and say, "Listen, this is what's going on." Something. I don't know.
No, he can't talk to anybody. He's his own best advisor.
You could have held up this show for all kinds of money, Robin. You could have held it up for all kinds of money.
I would never do that.
You could have wreaked havoc on it.
Would never do that. I told you. You people are good to me. I have to be good to you.
I'm not saying... Listen, Jackie might be right. He might have been worth, I don't know, 100 grand more, 200 grand more. I don't know.
I know I'm worth more than they're paying me.
I know I am.
I love you so much now.
And I know Fred is.
Why am I being so nice to you?
What are you going to do? Your buddy Jackie doesn't work here anymore.
I didn't know that this was happening. I just thought he wasn't here because of the snowstorm.
No, he's waiting for me to somehow force Tom to come up with more money.
No, I knew they were in negotiation, but I didn't know that it was this.
And then he walks out on a strike, and he doesn't even call me. Writes me an email.
But that's the thing about Jay. He won't tell anybody. So you know what? He doesn't want to have sense talked into him.
No.
So he doesn't talk to anybody.
But I don't even want to talk to him about it. I'm sick of it. How come I don't have to talk to you or Fred or anyone about your deals? I don't want to get involved in his business.
Well, you know what? I mean, when the three of us got together, we made a pact,
right?
Basically, that it was all for one for all, blah blah blah. He came along. He had no pact with anybody.
Right.
He's always been, the lone gunman out there all by himself.
Well, I think he'll be able to make that kind of money on his own because he's in a lot of movies.
Oh yeah, and he did so well they expanded his part.
I'm going to miss a lot of free lunches, that's for sure.
I know you are.
You'll be probably having to buy him.
That sucks.
I know. Well, what can I tell you? The only person this hurts is me. Because he hates me. He hates me.
Well, it
Always
hurts your
has.
feelings. I mean, we actually have
Tom,
to
your feelings are hurt, but believe me, your day will go on.
My feelings aren't hurt.
I know. Your day will go on.
I mean, we'd all like for him to be here.
Right. All right, so what are you here to say, Tom?
I'm here to say it's time to take a break.
All right, that's fair enough.
See, I told you nothing changed.
Nothing changed in his life. And then I got to talk about, when I come back, I want to take some phone calls. I haven't been able to take any yet. And also, I want to take, I want to tell you about my dinner Saturday night with Stuttering John.
Was it fun?
I went out with Stuttering John.
Oh, you didn't go to the apartment?
No.
No, but yeah, I invited him over.
Oh, why didn't you take that?
I should have.
Yes.
You remember I said, come on up?
You know what? I just couldn't handle it. I just didn't want to see
enough?
it. I'd had enough of that.
I got to hear about this.
You ought to apply for Jackie's job.
I'm gonna.
Big money in that. You'd be rolling on Easy
you're
Street.
You're a funny guy.
No, Tom.
I'd love to give Stuttering John Jackie's job just to kill. Yeah, and give him all the money Jackie was supposed to get.
You gave it to Stuttering John, or worse yet, Benji.
I can't even bring myself to do that.
Jackie thought that Benji was sent to sit over his shoulder to figure out what he does so he could take over for him.
Oh, did he?
When he left,
oh,
yes.
Jesus.
Tom, Tom would never give me, that kind of money. We'd kill him first.
Oh,
no.
Remember what Tom told me once? You remember what he said? He goes, this is when he had cancer.
Yeah.
He goes, I will die before I give you any of that money you want.
And he could have.
You were dying.
This is while he was dying. So
we all thought you were going to be dead, and you told John on your deathbed.
He thought he was dying.
I would rather be dead than give you the money.
I hate to extend this past when we should be going to break, but I was ready to go in to start.
He was coughing, Howard, and I was feeling bad for him.
Oh, yeah, I felt real bad. It's like the Thursday or Friday before I go in to start chemo. John is there.
And they told you had like one of the worst cancers ever, right?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't great.
It wasn't a great prognosis.
No.
Right.
And it was one of my all-time favorites.
Did they ever say to you, like, probably you're not going to live?
They told me that there was 4 chances out of 10 that the chemo was going to work.
4 out of 10.
Yeah, so
that
he
ain't great odds.
wasn't even ahead of the game at all.
Right.
And they said, look, we have to do the most aggressive therapy possible.
I mean, it's, as far as I know, it's the strongest combination of chemotherapy drugs.
What was your cancer? I mean,
it was melanoma.
Melanoma.
But it had been back. It was the 3rd time it had been back now.
Oosh.
Right. So they said 4 out of 10, and when they're telling you that, it's probably 2 out of 10.
Yeah, they just don't want to
They're giving you some hope. They don't even know how to cure it.
They actually gave me 2 choices on chemo. And when I talked, the oncologist gave me 2 choices. When I talked to my surgeon, Dr. Dan Coit, who's the greatest surgeon in the world,
all right,
said, "Tom, you got no choice here. You got to go for the Grand Salami."
Oh, you went for the salami.
Grand Salami.
The Grand Salami.
He said it may kill you, but it may kill you.
Right. All right.
It
so
almost did.
You went for the Grand Salami.
It almost did. But I'm getting ready to go in for all that, and John's there hammering me about a raise. I looked at him and said, "John, I'd rather die before than
No, you said I will die before I give you that money.
I think I said I'd rather die.
Wow.
And meanwhile, it's over like $2,000.
Man knows how to run a tight ship. He knows how to run a tight ship.
And
See, Jackie's problem is he thinks that we're getting something he's not. It's always that way with him.
Or that he thinks only you're getting it, nobody else
I know.
is. And he's not going to stand for it.
Here, I'll tell you the truth. I went in for a negotiation with Mel. Mel told me he would not give me a raise.
Oh, God.
And he said, because I get enough money, business is crap. He goes, that's the offer. And he stuck to his guns. I went out. I found another company that was willing to pay me more. Pay me more. To leave here and go work for them. A lot more. I swear on my life this is the truth. And I stayed. Now, why did I stay? I stayed because, A, I weighed it all out. I liked working here. There was also another couple of extenuating circumstances, so I stayed. Now, I wanted more money. All right? But I figured, okay, I got a good setup. I got a good deal. I'm going to make some dough here. It's going to be okay. It ain't a bad job.
Than me.
No, you. Then, Robin, I know you went in and wanted more money. I know you didn't get everything you wanted.
I didn't even bother to ask. I knew. The way things were going,
Right.
I said, you know what? I better lower my estimate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay.
But I knew that. I said, I can't price myself out of the ballpark because I have an obligation here.
Or maybe your lawyer or your agent sits down with Tom and figures out, okay, so we work for 2 years, we at this price, or whatever. You figure out something if you want to be with the show. That's what you do. There's a way to figure it out. If you like working here and you want to keep working here.
But if I was tired of doing this show and didn't want to do it anymore, I would come to my coworkers and say, look, guys, I've had a great time, but it's time for me to go, or it's time for me to do
I understand.
something else. I'm not going to hold you up. I'm not going to drop you like a hot potato.
Right.
I'm not going to make it a surprise when I'm not here anymore.
Right. But if you want to work here, you don't sit there and go on strike against who are you going to strike
right.
against? Me.
That's right.
Me and Rob.
No
Fred,
reason to do that.
Right.
You struck Fred.
Anyway, so that's that.
Don't you chuckle, John.
Fred hates me.
So let's
every
review.
time Jackie pulls this, I decide, obviously, he doesn't want to do this.
Right. So let's review what's happened now. For anyone who's just tuning in, Tom lived through cancer. All right? It's ourselves. We don't go out.
Yeah, we've been so horrible to him. See, that's my problem. You gave him a job. Tom didn't give him a job.
Right.
You gave him a job. But who does he lash out at when
Me.
things go bad? You.
Right. Yeah, you're right. I'm not going to argue with you. So, what can I tell you? Jackie's gone, and we love him to work with him, but I don't understand going out on strike against the people you work with.
He's never heard of being able to negotiate a contract
And work.
while he's working.
No, it can't happen. I tried. And quite frankly, it's it. So it's over. It's been a good 15 years together, but what can I tell you? And the show goes on. Somehow.
Not here, to Howard. In 2 weeks, I think I'm going to leave. So why don't you start making some plans in preparation?
I don't need to make any preparation.
The point is, Howard, that he doesn't care whether you're left in the lurch or not.
Yeah. Yeah, Glenn, you're on the air.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Damn, the show's not going to be the same. He's an endless source of material, going back from Star Search. His wife bangs a black guy.
That's right.
Yeah.
I tell you, listen, we wanted Jackie to keep working here, but I'll tell you what I'll do. Somehow I always seem to go on.
Oh, yeah, you can do without him.
Well, that's what people said when Billy left.
I don't understand why he has to do that to get what he wants.
Well, that's our point. I mean, who are you striking against? Tom doesn't care if you walk out. Tom's happy. He'll save himself some money.
Well, it's not like they have to shut the show down.
No, the show will continue. We're all under contract here, and we will somehow keep the show going.
The weirdest thing, I was thinking about that. When we all settled our contracts, back there in December.
Right.
There was a day that, you announced that we were staying, and, everybody came in, and there was a big celebration, and everybody was celebrating except Jackie.
Yeah, because Jackie is the one guy who can't somehow come to a contract agreement. How come everybody else can?
Yeah, we all were hugging each other and saying, oh, this is great. We're glad to be going on.
Yeah.
And Jackie was like, oh, so everybody's settled? He was the only one standing there. You couldn't. It was like, well, we don't even know if you're going to be around anymore.
Yeah, we all have like the same agent. He went in and negotiated, but Jackie could never take on our agent because somehow he would get screwed if he
That's
had
right.
our
He
agent.
knows our agent would screw him.
Right.
And he's probably screwing us, but we don't know it.
Right.
We're stupid.
So I mean, it's a million problems with Jackie, and it's like, it's just like working together is a dream. We all work together great, but when it comes down to him getting his,
Well, he said something, a couple of months ago. We were talking about his usual form of negotiation, and he said, "Yeah, Robin will get mad at me just because I asked for more money."
We all asked for.
So I pulled away just in time.
Yes, you did. All right, Brian. Thanks.
Okay.
We'll see you in here for Win Jackie's money.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
We're
Brian,
holding auditions.
one of the contenders. So that's what you got to do. You got to you figure out what Jackie was making, and then I'll offer it to comedians every week. And when we find the right guy or group of guys, we'll do that.
I'll sit down with Gary and come up with a budget.
All right, very good.
Okay.
Makes me sad. What can I tell you? The guy walks out on strike on me. What am I? What about?
End of an era.
Now what is this? What am I? Air traffic controllers? This show all makes us our living. You don't walk out on it. You don't do that. You don't walk out on something that earns you this kind of money and this kind of respect and fame. You just don't. You sit down. You talk to your fellow workers. You talk to people and say, "Listen, this is what's going on." Something. I don't know.
No, he can't talk to anybody. He's his own best advisor.
You could have held up this show for all kinds of money, Robin. You could have held it up for all kinds of money.
I would never do that.
You could have wreaked havoc on it.
Would never do that. I told you. You people are good to me. I have to be good to you.
I'm not saying... Listen, Jackie might be right. He might have been worth, I don't know, 100 grand more, 200 grand more. I don't know.
I know I'm worth more than they're paying me.
I know I am.
I love you so much now.
And I know Fred is.
Why am I being so nice to you?
What are you going to do, your buddy Johnny?
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
We're holding auditions.
One of the contenders. So that's what you got to do. You got to you figure out what Jackie was making, and then I'll offer it to comedians every week. And when we find the right guy or group of guys, we'll do that.
I'll sit down with Gary and come up with a budget.
All right, very good.
Okay.
Makes me sad. What can I tell you? The guy walks out on strike on me. What am I? What about?
End of an era.
Now what is this? What am I? Air traffic controllers? This show all makes us our living. You don't walk out on it. You don't do that. You don't walk out on something that earns you this kind of money and this kind of respect and fame. You just don't. You sit down. You talk to your fellow workers. You talk to people and say, "Listen, this is what's going on." Something. I don't know.
No, he can't talk to anybody. He's his own best advisor.
You could have held up this show for all kinds of money, Robin. You could have held it up for all kinds of
I would
money.
never do that.
You could have wreaked havoc on it.
Would never do that. I told you. You people are good to me. I have to be good to you.
I'm not saying... Listen, Jackie might be right. He might have been worth, I don't know, 100 grand more, 200 grand more. I don't know.
I know I'm worth more than they're paying me.
I know I am.
I love you so much now.
And I know Fred is.
Why am I being so nice to you?
What are you going to do? Your buddy Jackie doesn't work here anymore.
I didn't know that this was happening. I just thought he wasn't here because of the snowstorm.
No, he's waiting for me to somehow... Wait, let me ask you something. When Robin negotiated a contract, don't break a confidence, but when Robin negotiated a contract, I negotiated a contract, and Fred negotiated a contract, did we get what we were asking for?
Well, I didn't negotiate your deals, but
Right.
I'm sure I know you didn't.
Right. I mean, I know that.
Yeah, I'm still
I know you didn't.
smarting.
Yeah, I know Robin said to me, "Listen, I didn't get everything I wanted, but I wanted to stay with the show, and I figured out a way to do it." Somehow, the agent figured out a way to do it.
It doesn't.
But you don't. But none of us ever walked out. We never walk out on the show.
It doesn't sound like it can be strictly a money issue, though. Come on. With him.
With
But
him,
isn't that what he wrote you?
he wrote me. It's only a money issue. But then in the next breath, he said Tom insulted him, and he was only. And all he's looking for is a pat on the back. So it's not just looking for money. He's looking for a pat on the back.
Why did you pat him on the back?
You should have pat him on the back.
You know what? I could not have kissed his buttocks more.
He said that you told him that you can't help but think how great it's going to be to save the money that you don't have to.
What?
That's what he told me. That's what he told me in an email.
No,
I don't even know.
What I said to him at some point is, Jackie, I should be sitting here telling you, I'm looking forward to saving the money, but I'm not. I want you to stay.
Right. Which is a nice thing to say.
Right.
He misinterpreted that and
Right.
decided you insulted him.
Well, I know. I mean, I've tried to always talk Jackie into staying, but I'm done with that. I'm not doing it anymore. And if the show sucks, hey, don't listen anymore. What can I tell you?
It kind of sounds like I say, I'm not trying to put the guy down, but it almost sounds like the attention is what he's more interested in than the amount of money he can get.
Well, how to cure it.
They actually gave me 2 choices on chemo, and when I talked, the oncologist gave me 2 choices. When I talked to my surgeon, Dr. Dan Coit, who's the greatest surgeon in the world,
all right,
said, "Tom, you got no choice here. You got to go for the Grand Salami."
Oh, you went for the salami.
Grand Salami.
The Grand Salami.
He said it may kill you, but it may cure you.
Right, all right.
It
So
almost did.
You went for the Grand Salami.
It almost did. But I'm getting ready to go in for all that, and John's there hammering me about a raise. I looked at him and said, "John, I'd rather die before than give
No,
you
you
that
said,
money."
I will die before I give you that money.
And I think I said I'd rather die.
Wow.
And meanwhile, it's over like $2,000.
Man knows how to run a tight ship. He knows how to run a tight ship.
And, you know.
See, Jackie's problem is he thinks that we're getting something he's not. It's always that way with him.
Or that he thinks only you're getting it, nobody else
I know.
is. And he's not going to stand for it.
Here, I'll tell you the truth. I went in for a negotiation with Mel. Mel told me he would not give me a raise.
Oh, God.
And he said, because I get enough money, business is crap. He goes, that's the offer. And he stuck to his guns. I went out. I found another company that was willing to pay me more. To leave here and go work for them. A lot more. I swear on my life this is the truth. And I stayed. Now, why'd I stay? I stayed because, A, I weighed it all out. I liked working here. There was also...
Okay, well, maybe when you go to the West Coast tour, it will be 89-11.
Yeah, by the way, I heard...
You mean Seattle and Portland?
There's a huge tour coming up. Do you know about this? I happened to walk in. So tell me what... Seattle, Sacramento,
At the end of January, we got Seattle and Portland. And then...
Sacramento?
Then we got Sacramento and San Francisco.
Oh, yeah.
So then how can you cry about this if you're benefiting from it?
This is what makes it great, and that's what Howard kept saying. The don't have a script. Go and do exactly what you're doing. This is what makes it work. The deer in the headlights, the unpredictability of it.
That's what I said to Shuli. Howard said, the last time we talked about this, Howard said, you need a comedy act. You need to have something to go up there. And,
you need to just show up. That's it.
That was my original thought to Shuli. It was like, I just want to go and do improv, and whatever comes up, comes up. If it's stupid, it's stupid.
Yeah, and again,
Doug, hold on.
I don't want to be. I don't want to have the same
wait.
show.
Hold it. What do you mean by doing improv?
Well, just whatever happens.
I could tell you.
No, I want to hear it from Scott. Though.
Yeah, actually, I do.
Yeah,
too.
you want to set me up.
Exactly. Well, you're already set up. You said it. What do you mean by doing improv? You show up at the theater and
not
what?
Improv the way you think of improv, but just
spontaneous act. You know,
go with the flow and whatever. People we have interaction with the audience.
He likes to read crowds. This guy.
But seriously, you don't have.
I spent a long time reading crowds when I was a DJ.
Well, Scott, someone in the back was saying what you really want to do is no work. Like just show up and enjoy it.
That's absolutely not true.
Okay.
I want to do work. I come up with the suggestions. I came up with the stupid dancing in the beginning. Because I want to feel that I'm participating and I'm getting paid.
But even that became an issue. I heard there was one show where you didn't want to dance because you had friends there and you didn't want to be mocked.
Well, I did dance.
His wife was there.
My wife was there,
but they didn't want you to dance.
No, not they didn't want me to dance.
Who? Someone didn't want you to dance.
Me.
Right. So saying like I'm going to go and I'm going to dance, but I don't want to dance in front of these people.
But I did. But I felt uptight in that particular show. But I did. It was originally, I'll come and I'll play sound effects and I'll goof on Ronnie and whoever's on stage. That was the idea. But I wanted to contribute more because I felt that I wasn't doing enough to, earn my huge paycheck that I get. So I came up with the dance, and I'm always trying to do ideas. And the improv thing was just whatever happens with the audience I came up with a dance contest. It may be stupid, but we're trying different things. That's why it's a train wreck.
Well, let's take a step back here, Scott. Yesterday, I wouldn't say appeared, you were genuinely hurt. But before you said you get goofed on all the time, you're used to it. What made the difference here? Like something obviously lit you up yesterday that was worse than what typically happens.
I watched the Howard TV show, and it was just like, will it end? I mean, will it ever end? It was just like one after another. It was the audience members, it was the cast, the crew. I mean, it was everybody.
You're answering your own questions here. Again, like every story. Okay, you went there with your cell phone. Boom, that's a huge piece of the puzzle. Then they were audio problems.
Well, I can't travel.
That ended up on your shoulders. Then you go out and do this goofy dance. Then there's, the eat and meet and greet that you do. And it's like all about you. There was a lot about you, Scott. That's
I'm not trying to be the center of attention, believe me.
When you said, you were about to say with the phone, you said, I can't travel with what?
with DJ equipment.
Why?
I mean, I haven't been a DJ in years,
right?
So I'm not going to bring a whole library. The idea, it's not a music show. There's no music to play, really. If I have a few songs in between, I'm not entertaining people to dance.
Can I tell you something, though? Like, my younger son's DJ.
Well, you can bring
right?
a laptop.
He has a laptop with his iTunes library on it, which is just a handful of hits, and this really inexpensive mixer. I think it's under $200. You can scratch and everything like that, and that's it, and you're in business.
I don't need a mixer. People have...
But apparently you do.
Well, people have clubs that have sound systems, and I just plug into it.
You need an output of a computer. That's all you need.
It's the same as my phone. I have
not really.
Whatever music and effects I can put on a computer, I can put on my phone. There's no difference. I have the software in my phone that plays like it was a laptop.
I think people just want to see a mixing board, so it appears that you're doing something.
There is a mixing board.
You just I get you like the fake one that they use at conventions, and you can just pretend.
See, I
have a blow-up mixing board that I'll use maybe next time.
No, what I was alluding to more was...
I think that was a joke that Scott just wrote, by the way.
Yeah, well, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah,
but
well, that's why I'm not a comedian.
But I understand what Doug's saying in terms of, Scott ended up being the focus of a lot of the attention, a lot of the bit, and that's how the show evolved. But what I thought Scott was pissed off at was when he started listing people, like you called out Robin today. You're like, why were you making fun of me? And I think there are certain people, when they rag on you, this happens like with Jason. Like if Jason gets on anyone's, all of a sudden it's open season on Jason, whereas if it's Will or someone else, it doesn't necessarily happen. Do you feel that way? Like certain people kind of took the opportunity to take liberties that shouldn't have?
No, it wasn't certain people. It was the continuous flow of people that seemed never to end. I mean, it just seemed like, one after another, after another, after another. And it was like, all right, already, I get the joke. Okay. I get it. It seemed like it was just overboard to me.
Does part of you enjoy that attention?
No. I mean, you don't like getting bashed, but like I said, it's been going on for so long that I'm kind of used to some of it, but when it's constant, it gets to me somehow.
So if you don't like it, why do you continue to do the block party?
Well, the money is one reason, because it's extra money that always comes in handy, and that's probably one of the main reasons.
Is there any other reason?
I don't think so, and I think it's always tough when you do it for the money only. Because it plays it like.
I mean, we have a good time when we go, which is
that's what I'm trying to figure out. Do you?
Well, I do have a good time. Shuli is the constant jokester over there. He loves playing practical jokes, and he'll never end playing practical jokes. But it's good to hang out with the guys, and we have a good time. And we really haven't gone on the road, so to speak, yet. We're about to do that. We've only driven locally around. So, I mean, I can't wait.
I can't wait for chapter 2 of this story.
I don't think they're going to make it back.
What's that?
I don't think you guys are going to make it back in one piece.
This is going to be like the Oasis Black Crows tour.
You guys out there in Radio Land, you should get your tickets now.
Hey, it's Sal Gavrinelli. Welcome back, everybody. On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we discuss how I broke down percentages, 70-40. I think 70% of the people on the show are idiots, like Gary and John Hein. That's about 70% between those two fat asses. Secondly, does John Hein qualify to judge the phone calls that Richard Christie and myself put together? I don't know. I think he's too busy eating cheeseburgers all day at Wendy's and talking about TV shows and fast food. And thirdly, should Richard and I be broken up? Now, to me, that's just blasphemy. Right, Richard? Apparently he's gone already. Enjoy it.
Sal, you went in today, well, first to explain the 40-70, 40-65 thing.
Yeah.
And I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I'm going to try to.
Please
here.
do. You'll make me sound smarter.
Nah, probably not. When you did the 40-65 thing, you said you thought you were joking. Now,
at the end,
were you joking or were you not joking?
At the end, when she corrected me, I said 40-65. It sounded like I was serious, but I'm pretty sure I was joking. I was joking.
That's tepid at best.
Yeah, but as far as I know, as far as I'm concerned, I was joking in the very end of it.
But you don't know.
Well, because once Howard brings it up, sometimes I don't trust my own judgment anymore. So,
but Sal, you either know if you were joking or
not.
not.
I was joking. I said it off the bat that 40-65, I was definitely joking.
70, no, you didn't. You said you thought you were joking.
Well, I think I was just trying to,
Do you remember the conversation taking place? Like, was it recently or?
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago.
And do you remember that moment at all?
I remember 40-70, and I remember Rachel Fine fixing 40-70 for me, and I was embarrassed, and then they threw out 40-65. But 40-70 is the real embarrassment.
But what was the breakdown?
40-65 is a lot closer.
Well, what was the breakdown of the numbers, though? That's the other thing I didn't understand.
Okay.
What was 40 and what was 70 or 65 or 60, whatever you're going to call it?
All right, so let's say 40% of the calls don't get through. And then I said 70% of the calls do make it through. So instead of correcting it, I should have said 70% of the calls do make it through. So technically 30% don't make it through. But I explained 40 in one department, and I explained 70 in another department, and I didn't put the two together, so the math didn't gel. If that makes any sense. It's almost like I had two separate conversations going on, but all at the same time.
So when
You should have said to Howard, I give 110%.
When you're breaking down...
That's a good one.
When you're breaking down the numbers, though, is that what you do in your head? You say, okay, I've got this department, I've got that department?
No. Now, in retrospect, let's say I was talking to you. I said, John, I think 70% of the calls go through. And then, like, a few minutes later, I look at Gary and go, Gary, I think 40% of the calls don't go through. What happened at that moment, even though these are two separate conversations and I changed my mind on percentages, it was all combined as one.
All right, can I give you my opinion?
Yeah.
You know how I bust your balls all the time,
Yeah.
how you're in stockbroker
Yeah,
mode?
I'm definitely...
Like, you're in it right now. Like, I think there's three words that explain this. I fucked up.
Oh, I did. There's no doubt. I'll tell you where I fucked up is that I didn't, in the middle of the conversation.
No, but after but, you've already gone on too long.
Okay. All right, I'll leave it at that.
You know what I'm saying, John?
I definitely fucked up. I'm not denying that. But the point is that I should have put the two together and fixed it, and I didn't. I fucked up.
It's not that Sal can't... Well, he has trouble admitting that he made a mistake.
No, I did
But
make
when he
it.
does make a mistake, he needs to give a reason for the mistake. He needs to qualify the mistake, and that's where he gets into more trouble.
Yeah, we were listening to that Herman Cain clip last week when he was talking about, was it Libya? Was that the one that fucked him up? With the Herman Cain clip where he didn't know where... And we were, John and I were saying it was very Sal-like because he didn't know the answer, so he put it out as a question that he knew the answer to, and he goes, now, Obama's policy on Libya, that's the place in Africa, right? That's the one you're talking about. And I was waiting for the reporter to go, yes, because you do that all the time. When you don't know the answer, you go, oh, we're talking about the Valley Bertinelli from TV, right? That one, right? That's
I think I reach for things to try to make myself sound more intelligent and fix my mistakes.
But you fucked up, but people always make different estimates depending on which perspective they're coming from.
Right. I made two estimates, one not getting consents, one getting consents, but unfortunately I put those two estimates together and it equaled 110 instead of 100.
I thought maybe you lost a consent between sentences, so it changed the percentages. That's
I don't know. No. But if you understand how I speak to one person like John and Gary as another, and then I changed my mind, and it worked against me. So, I fucked up. I definitely fucked up. But I know 70 plus 30 is 100. I know what 100% is.
And I'm, like JD, also not one of those people who are qualified to critique your prank calls, apparently.
No, well, Howard said I have a panel of people around me. Gary certainly, most definitely is qualified, and we respect all of his decisions.
But why am I more qualified than John?
Well... Why are you more qualified than John is because you're the producer of the show. You're the guy who makes it happen. You're the foundation of the show. You get the show. You know what works. You know what doesn't work. You're the man you're the guy behind the scenes. John does too, and I more than respect and value John's opinion. But when Howard said, I have my panel of guys, the thing is that back in the day and before, things are quicker now, and like Scott DePace doesn't come in for the commercial breaks. Rich and I used to come in a lot and give a lot of input, and a lot of input that worked and that Howard respected, that came into fruition on the show. Now, with the prank calls, we used to bring in the prank calls as well and get his opinion. Now we're not there for that. So we feel like, well, if we can't give our opinion, well, then... who is John Hine? How is his opinion really important? Why is it so valid? And it is to a degree.
But why would my opinion or JD's opinion or anybody else's in there, Jason, Benji, what's the difference? Ultimately, we're listeners and we're listening to your call.
And Sal, wouldn't you assume if you gave the call, your opinion would be this is a good call?
Yeah, it would be biased. There's no doubt about it. But I have been there in the past.
And said you heard
and being there in front of Howard, or with Gary, it's great because Gary will come back, we'll cut this and do this, and I don't like that angle, and this is why it didn't work. We're not getting that anymore from Howard.
Yeah.
So...
But I came, but I gave you some...
advice.
I thought you gave you some advice this morning. It's a very weird thing for me to come in because I know when I tell you that a call is not going to fly, you guys can't hide your disappointment, which... on some level, is a good thing.
Because we're proud of our work.
Well, but it also means you're very conscientious. To be that disappointed by something not working means I got two guys that are unbelievably conscientious. But there are days that it's uncomfortable, and there are days where I'll try to nicely explain why it doesn't work, and Probably you more,
Well,
Richard. You're more, yeah, but. Well, what if we do this? What if we do that? I'll go, I just didn't think it worked. And then I feel like I get put in a comfortable spot. But I'm not upset about it. That's just how that's how we have to work.
Who takes it harder, Richard or Sal?
Richard, I think. In a way, I think Richard takes it harder.
Well, it's just I love working here and I love our stuff.
I think you know what the problem is. Sal's already defeated before you show up, just in general in life.
No, I don't think that's the case. I just put it out there. I do my best, and what happens happens. I don't get really excited when it works, and I try not to get really low when it doesn't.
Well, you do get excited when it works because
I do. Once it's there, I'm excited, but I try, not to get my hopes up really, really high.
Have you stopped doing the thing where when I play Howard's call, you watch his reaction on the monitor?
Oh, that's ages ago. That actually helps me not to watch.
Right.
Yeah, big time.
What were you trying to say, Richard?
Oh, I was going to say, I noticed you pacing in front of our office this morning, Gary. Was that because you didn't know whether to tell us that those 2 calls weren't working?
No, and I wasn't pacing at all. I probably was looking.
Oh, you went back and forth a couple times, and then you came in to talk to us, and it made me think, Gary was worried about telling us.
No. In fact, I think what I did is I had a note about some songs, too, we were going to keep when we were getting rid of it. I think I left it on my desk. So I came to talk to you, and then I went back to get it.
Yeah, because it was so sweet.
I don't get that stressed about it.
I know, but me and Sal even said after you came in, we were like, "Oh, that was sweet." You seemed like you were concerned that we would take it really.
It was very nice. You put it really nicely. Thank you.
Now, Richard, when you were in there, I think you went in to get the Tradio call played or a different call played, and Howard told you, I need to edit you guys, so I'm playing only your best stuff, even though you guys think everything you do is your best stuff. And you said...
But we don't always think that. There's stuff that we haven't turned in that we just didn't think that was great.
But anything we submit, we think is good. Not the best, but great.
Right. But you said today that you submit stuff that maybe isn't as good because you want to show that you guys are busy and working here. And Howard was like, no, I don't want that. Like, I only want your best stuff. But he said that's the most honest you've ever been about this kind of thing.
Yeah, and, because... we're back in our office, and Howard doesn't always monitor us, and we just want him to know that we're staying busy back there. We're working hard, and some of the best calls take a long time to do, but you wouldn't think that a phony phone call takes a lot of work to do, but sometimes they take a while, and it might seem to him like we're back there jerking each other off or licking our bungholes, which we probably are doing that, but while we're working.
No, we're not.
But kidding aside, we just want him to know that we're busy and we're working and we're trying hard. We love our jobs and we're proud of what we do.
I think we're still spooked by the letter. Remember when we wrote the letter a couple of months ago?
Yeah.
Howard said, what the hell are these guys doing in the back, jerking each other off? I got to crack the whip. And
we're so scared of him saying that again.
So we provide material. We want to let him know that we're working, and that's why Richard said if we don't have something every single day, we feel that he thinks we're not working.
This is like I'm right in between Richard and Sal. It's like watching a tennis match. Richard says a little bit, Sal says a little bit, Richard says a little bit. They really are attached at the hip.
Well, a caller broke up that maybe that Howard should break them up to see what happens and switch things up a little bit. And Richard, you shot that right down.
Yeah, I mean, how are you going to do that? We're just going to both be. I mean, for me, I would be heartbroken.
Well, think of it this way: if Lennon and McCartney didn't break up, we'd never have Imagine.
Well, we're no Lennon and McCartney.
On phony phone calls, you are.
Hey, if you broke us up, there might never have been a retarded flu or my turban is dirty.
After the Jerky Boys broke up, they both nosedived.
When you were sort of going off on everybody else and blaming me, JD, other people, when Robin was talking about the calls, you started to go off a little bit on her too today, I thought.
Not as much as I could have. I mean, I could have buried her. But
how?
What? Yeah, and why?
I mean, because who is she? I mean, she's talking about editing, and I get it. Howard, coming from Gary, and to some degree even you, John. I get it. But her, I mean, she's talking about edit yourself. There's so many times I want to kick the fucking speaker down when she steps in on Howard. He asks a great question, and she jumps in and she takes the whole fucking interview for a complete loop. That pisses me off. But you don't see me going in there going, Robin, you need to edit yourself here, and you need to edit yourself there. What are you doing? I mean, I get it. I respect where Robin's coming from, but take it down a couple of notches in everything that you do.
Do you feel she's not qualified to
she's
give
more than
comments
qualified.
on your stuff?
She's more than qualified, but I'm talking to Howard. She's more than qualified, and I respect where she comes from, but she kept pecking away like a possum that came out of a hole and just started biting at your ass and just didn't stop, and you couldn't shoo it away. She just stop it. Just take it easy. I get it, Robin. Listen to Howard. She should listen to Howard just as much as I listen to Howard. We should both shut the fuck up.
Well, let me get an objective opinion here. You heard what Howard told these guys about presenting their best stuff and all that stuff. Do you think the message got through today, or do you think it's going to be more of the same moving
It's probably going to be more of the same. I mean, they're both very passionate about what they do, so they see everything they do as a masterpiece. I really actually like the idea of splitting them up. I think competition is the best way to drive people. I think it's worked with Syke and Little Mikey. I think they've produced their best work, kind of fighting at each other.
It's not a competition. With Rich and I,
but I think it would be better. I think it might work better if it was a competition.
We work together. We're not McDonald's and Burger King.
But there's no drive
together.
for you guys. Like
there's a tremendous amount of drive.
There's no real incentive other than just to please Howard.
No,
I think if you guys were
like Richard said, if I was detached from Richard. And I came up with a concept and an idea, and Richard had something that could send it over the top, that element would be gone.
But everything that we do, we complement each other by writing and adding ideas. Why would you not want another idea?
Right. Okay, how's this? Why can't you work on your solo album while still keeping the band together? In other words, you guys do what you do.
We do
You've never had some ideas that you think, hey, I'll go off and do this on my own. Maybe it'll take a different direction. But still keep you and Sal together.
Well, there's songs that a lot of the songs. But even we help each other with lyrics for our song parodies, and it just makes it better.
There was 2 Bowie songs that came in today. There was 2 prank calls in the past week, which one was just Richard, one was just myself. But even if it's just ourselves, we help each other. There's nothing wrong with helping each other.
But let's say, Sal, you have a really strong idea in your mind for the Confusion series, and you're working on it, and then Richard gives a comment. Have you ever said, now, Richard, I really don't think that works here?
Yeah, all the time.
All the time.
Yeah. Like, we're working on a concept right now, and there are a few things like, nah, that doesn't work, that does, and we do that all day. We're not like gung-ho, like, great, 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 everything you do is great, everything I do is great, let's do this together. We're not. We're a constant think tank, and we help each other out, and we constantly work back and forth and throw each other ideas. Some work, some don't.
Dana on Rhode Island, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, fellas, great show. Enjoying myself here. I just wanted to touch base with Sal and Richard about guys. The Tradio calls are the best things I've ever heard.
Thank you.
Especially going back to like the Jungle Bunny and the Golden Shower thing and the drop-in loads. I mean, that stuff is absolutely priceless. But the thing I hope that everybody understands is that you're so concerned about Howard, and you want him to know you're working, and if only a certain percentage of these these calls are getting on the radio, how many calls you guys make? You've got to be doing these things all the time. Maybe they're very, very good calls, but they're not giving you the authorization to play it on the air.
Yeah.
Is that happening to you guys quite a bit?
It's a combination of both. We have great calls that we can't get authorizations from, and then we have calls that that we do put on the air that just apparently just don't hold up. So it's a little bit of everything, I would say.
And then sometimes even like we'll have calls that get rejected, and then we'll just go back. We had a recent one for Thanksgiving that was rejected. That we're still trying,
right.
And Howard gave you a suggestion for that.
Yeah,
and we love that.
And as far as the worst thing about not getting an authorization is if we have a great premise and we don't get the authorization, we'll stay with the premise, but the second call, even the ones you guys might hear and play and like, was never as good as the one that we wanted to put out there.
But nobody heard the first one.
But
so
nobody heard
don't get caught up in that.
Right, but that's what hurts us the most, is like we always love the original one.
Rob in D.C., you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, how's it going? Richard and Sal.
Hey.
I got to tell you,
hey.
I've listened to this. Hey, guys, I've listened to this so many times, and today I'm going, oh, God, we're talking about this again, but it sounded like Howard figured it out. He said, let's talk about the photography. If I take all of my whole portfolio, it's not really that great. But if I take the best 10 or 20%, it's awesome. I thought you guys had this figured out, man. And you amaze me again. It's almost to the point of being sticky because, what don't you get here? I mean, he explained it so well, and you're still holding this, like it's hurting your feelings. Let it go, guys. Let it go.
But anything you're passionate about, it's hard to let it go. If if you're passionate about something, you want it to be good.
And that's one thing when Richard was in there, You asked for the Tradio call. You asked to hear another call at the end. When you go in there, you don't let anything get in your way because you want your work played, right?
Well, I mean, the thing is, and it's hard because comedy is subjective. Maybe, most people might not like something, but maybe a few people will.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, we talked about a poet in our midst, the great Ronnie Mund. Ronnie wrote a poem about winter, which was read on Howard's show by J.D., and we were lucky enough to hear Ronnie read 2 lines from the poem himself, and of course, everyone had very strong opinions about his poetic license. Here's how that went.
The poet Ronnie, the limo driver, now joining us. Congratulations on that poem, Ron.
Yeah. Why are you laughing?
Well, why were you so... Because you were so insistent on who had to read
I didn't want to read it, dude.
Why?
Because I knew I would... no matter what, I knew I was going to get hammered. Even if it was a perfect poem, like, by any, like, professional poet writer, I still would have got hammered. No matter what. So I'd rather have somebody else read it and stand there and laugh at them reading it. I really wanted Jason to read it.
Why?
Because he imitates me. He likes to imitate me, and he does a good job.
So you wanted someone imitating you to read the poem.
Right, exactly. Jason would have did a good job.
But he would have done...
Jason, I mean, if you want to read it right now...
Ronnie, hold on. We already heard it too many times. But Ronnie, you're going to get goofed on regardless, so why not be the one who's reading it? It's your work. It's
I understand that, but I think it's funny when somebody else reads it.
Will you read a little bit of it?
No. Let Jason read it.
No.
Winter is coming.
No.
I think I left them somewhere else.
Well, according to Sal, you're not qualified to evaluate comedy anyway.
Yeah, right. Just do the first 2 lines, Ronnie. That's it.
I can't even.
Yes, you can. JD, stop laughing. Turn off JD's mic.
Winter is when there are no leaves on the trees. Winter is when we say goodbye to the birds and the bees.
Keep going.
And that's it, dude. I'm done.
Well, what's the one?
You read the rest, Jay.
Wasn't the next one the Z's line? I like that one.
Let Jason read the rest.
Go,
Jay.
This is
Come
your
on,
art,
Jason.
Ronnie.
You're good at it.
This is your art.
No, I don't want to read it. You read it.
See,
I read the first 2.
I thought Fred did a great impression of it.
So did I.
See,
Shut up.
I don't really want to read this.
All right,
we're done. We read it.
But Ronnie, what I want
about it, yeah.
See, something I'm going to call you out on here. I think you still have some of the poems you wrote to when you were younger to women or.
No, I gave them to them.
You don't have any. You got to have some.
No, I wrote them in, say, like a card or something like that. Like a Valentine's Day card or a birthday card.
What's your process?
Or a take me back card, like, a Gary type thing,
Do you think of the words at the end, like birds and bees, to rhyme? Or are you, like, what's your process?
I try to do that, yeah. I try to make it rhyme.
So you got well, I would hope so. It's a poem, but you got the blank sheet of paper.
Right.
Are you writing the first line right away, or are you coming up with the rhyming one?
I ripped up a lot of stuff. I crossed out a lot of stuff. I ripped up a lot of stuff.
Did you ever repeat anything with a different girl? Like, so you gave something to a girl and it worked, and it worked?
I did.
Seriously?
Yeah, I did.
Because you know it works, right?
What was the go-to thing?
I just had to alter it a little bit with, like, color and eyes and hair and stuff like that,
So what was the go? It sounds like you have, like, a little bit of a go-to.
A template.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, for girl stuff, yeah. Not for this. This just came right out of my brain.
Like, what's the go-to template?
I don't. I'm not giving that away because then all these girls will know.
Well, you don't want to give the whole thing away. But what about but what about like a couple of the elements? Was there, like you said, the eyes or something? Like, is there one thing in there that you always put in that you knew would sort of resonate?
Eyes,
with
hair, and sun. 3 things.
Eyes. I don't understand.
And eyes, the eyes, the hair, and the sun.
So how pretty the eyes are, how beautiful the hair is, and how it looks when the sun hits it?
Kind of, yeah.
Does it matter which order? Like, would it always be eyes, hair?
No, it doesn't matter any order.
And you can do it with any color eyes?
Yeah.
It works?
Yeah, go start writing, Ben. Do you want me to write one for you?
I would like to, yeah, with green eyes. I need a green-eyed one.
She's got green eyes?
Yeah.
She's got nice boobs,
She's got
too,
nice
man.
everything.
And I saw a picture of her on Twitter. Her profile picture.
She's hot.
Yeah, it looks good.
JD, how did you end up reading Ronnie's poem?
I basically shouted it in the office how bad I wanted to read the poem.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted to be a part of it for some reason. I just wanted to read it so bad.
Be a part of it.
Did it live up to your expectations?
Yes.
Now, was it difficult to read because of the handwriting, or do you type it out, Ronnie? What do you do there?
No, it's like scratched.
No, and we know.
It's on a piece of loose leaf paper.
Chicken scratch.
Actually, when I wrote it in the bathroom, the first couple of lines. Actually, it was quiet. I got to be alone and quiet. I can't have anybody.
What happens if you're not alone and quiet?
I can't have anybody around. I can't have the TV on. The dogs can't be bothering me. So the first couple of lines, I was in the bathroom, instead of reading the paper.
Did you close the door to go to the bathroom, or you went into the bathroom
No,
to write?
I was going to the bathroom.
Okay.
Okay.
Think I'm glad I touched
So
that
walk
piece
us
of
through
paper.
this. You go in the bathroom.
I go in the bathroom with a little pad and a pen. And I start trying to think things out, and I start, scribbling me out, trying to get them to rhyme and all that baloney, and I'll scratch things out and then add things in. And
do you see do you end up sitting way beyond you have to go?
No,
Wait a
I don't do
second.
that, dude.
Is that the original piece of paper?
No, it's not.
Oh, thank God.
No, it was on a piece. No.
Pea stains all
How
over
long
it.
does it take you to complete a poem, typically?
I don't know. This one, well, I didn't do it all in one day, of course, because I was doing like little bits at a time. So I started doing it on Friday because I knew I had Gary said to have it done for Monday. I didn't have it done Monday. So when I came in Monday morning, Robin had asked me if I had finished it, and I said, no, I'm 90% done, and I finished it on Monday.
Let's go to Gary, page 1. So the guys took a phone call. They took some old clips from a phone call with an old phony phone call with Blue Iris and recycled them to make a new phony phone call. They said they've been working on this for 3 Christmases in a row, and they finally got one. Wow. So it's right there.
A lot of backstory.
Exactly.
Is it funny, though?
It's for you to decide.
All that work for nothing.
There's a new show airing on Howard TV. It's Rachel Fine. She goes around, and it's kind of an interesting show. They take all the questions from listeners. Let's say if Robin was the guest on the show, on the Rachel show, or Sal was, in this case, the guest, and they go over and they ask Sal all the questions that listeners might have. Mm-hmm. And in answering yesterday, you got to hear this. I was watching the show, and Sal... He is an amazing guy. And keep in mind, the man was a stockbroker and had to deal with numbers. I mean, listen to this. This is just remarkable. Here's Sal talking to Rachel Fine on the new show.
There are a lot of great prank calls that we just can't play. People say no, and that's it. No is no. Everything that we do, we get a consent for. And if we don't get the consent, we can't play it.
What percentage doesn't make it through?
I would say... Lately, it's been like 40-70 in our favor. About 40% does not make it through. 40%.
Do you recognize that 40 plus 70 is more than 100?
Oh, my God, I just realized that. 40-60. 40-65, yeah.
40-65.
It says here the Rachel Fine series is on HowardTV.com. Oh, so what does that mean, guys? Explain. I thought it was Howard TV. Yeah. Nobody knows.
It's coming in, Howard.
Oh, it doesn't require coming in. Oh, hi, Doug. Yeah, it's on HowardTV.com.
Yeah, we put it on there first, and then it's going to go into the service. It's a little confusing, but it's something different. We wanted to put it on the website to get some
buzz.
Some buzz there, and doing expose people to the product and what we do. And
I see.
A
so
little
people
confusing.
can get it for free then.
Yeah.
Okay, good. HowardTV.com.
Right.
Right. You want us to be a buzz, and you did it. All right, very nice. So there it is. Rachel Fine asking people questions, and there's Sal with his 70-40.
Or 40-65.
40-65. He goes, oh, that's right, 40-60. Oh, 40-65. I mean, how does this guy become a stockbroker? You do have to take an exam, a math exam of some sort, I know. If you don't know 60-40... You got to be, I mean, listen, there's a lot of people out there who aren't good at math. I get it. I'm one of them. But 60-40? 70-40?
And then to correct yourself.
And say 40-65. How did you become a stockbroker? It's mind-boggling.
I studied very hard. I got an 86.
I bet you studied hard.
You must have done, some incredible studying.
I worked from 9 to 5 to study for about 4 months straight. But the 40-65 was, I think, a joke.
I don't think it was.
But when
you think it was a joke. That means it wasn't a joke.
Right.
The 70-40, if I...
Only you know if it was a joke. Wow.
That's true.
You're operating at a low level, bro.
I'm really not. What I tried to say in the beginning was 70% make it through, and then I thought about it, and I said 40% didn't make it through, which I realize now is 110%.
You said 70-40.
Right, but I should have It was 70%.
Sal, listen to me.
What I would try to say...
Why even explain it? It's.
I'll tell you why.
You're off. You're off. And then you said 65-40.
In the end,
it wasn't a joke. I watched the show.
I don't think it was, but the point that I was trying to make is that at first I'm saying 70% makes it through, and then I thought 40% doesn't, and then what I was trying to rationalize in my head was that it's really 60-40, so I should have taken the 70%
You did know.
away.
Rachel pointed it out.
I didn't. I know she did.
You didn't catch yourself.
Idiot.
I was on two separate sides. I had one percentage that didn't make it through and one percentage that did make it through. But I didn't correct the differences in the two. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
I don't
But I
either.
know that I
Sal.
Idiot.
Sal.
I know how to do math and stuff. I'm pretty good.
Okay. Wow.
So there's still 70% that doesn't make it or does make it through.
60%, I would say, makes it through.
And how many don't?
40, which is a total of 100%.
Right. Okay. Well, all right.
Thank you, Fred. All right.
Wow.
And that's that.
How's life? Everything all right?
Oh, unbelievable.
You know,
Spectacular.
when he tries to figure out why his marriage is all fucked up and everything, you realize what he's operating with.
Yeah,
There's
he's
no way.
lucky that anything is working about it at all.
Like, I could fix his marriage in 3 seconds if I was him.
With a gun?
No. It would be so simple.
How?
If I explained it to you, you wouldn't get it.
You would never be able to do it.
You wouldn't be able to do it. You wouldn't be able to pull it off. You don't even understand what bugs your wife about you. She'd be madly in love with you within 10 minutes if you had my brain. But you don't.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, you're operating 70-40. You were a stockbroker. This is crazy.
It was a legitimate mistake where I was...
Well, it's definitely a legitimate mistake.
But I was separating the two, and I didn't get a chance to fix it.
Right.
Like, Rachel fixed it for me.
Right.
Plus, the pressure of being...
Do you think if Rachel hadn't interceded, you would have fixed it eventually?
No, I don't.
I agree. So
once I saw the video, and then I'm like, wow, I think I would have fixed it once I saw the video.
Right.
But the point I was trying to make is that 70%, 40%, 70, and then when I said the 40, I should have corrected the 70 to 60.
Right.
But I didn't do that. So I fixed it in my head.
what percentage neither makes it through or gets on?
What percentage neither? Wait a minute. Ask that question again. You took me
What
for a little bit.
percentage neither makes it through or gets on?
Neither makes it through. If it doesn't make it through, it can't get on.
There you go.
All right. Very good.
Very
You
good.
fucking-
Well, what percentage is that?
100% would neither make it through or get on, right? Am I right?
No.
I don't.
You're all confused.
0%.
You're jumbled.
What percent? Neither makes it through. It doesn't make it through.
Right.
And it doesn't get on.
Right.
0%?
Right.
Okay.
That's good. 0%.
100% of zero?
100%. 100% of zero. Now listen. What's the difference? The difference is you're doing well, and you're on top of your game.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's what matters.
Well, I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Sal.
We do have a prank call from last week, Howard, that you really loved.
Which one?
The radio guy who, when we made fun of his songs, that guy Bart, when we called Radio.
Yeah?
No.
Oh, you want me to play that again?
Well, you loved it a lot. We only played it once, so just
All
a
right.
reminder.
Okay. All right.
I appreciate it.
What page is that?
That's going to be on GP1 in orange. And
Yeah, these guys bum out if I don't play their bits more than once.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just had the conversation with him, but
Did you tell them I've rejected 3 phony phone calls in a row, and the boys are like very confused.
we're getting better with it. It hurts,
Yeah.
but we have to just keep moving ahead and doing the best
Yeah,
we
that's
can.
awful for them.
I rejected another one this morning, and this one, Sal said to Gary.
Well,
Gary said to Sal, actually.
Yeah.
He said, look, it's not going to make it. And Sal goes, listen, this phony phone call we've been working on for 3 years.
It's true, though.
3 years.
It's a tribute, though, to Blue Iris, because 3 years ago when she was alive, we had her call Christmas stores for Christmas balls, and then it got progressively vulgar.
So he says this. I listened to the thing, and I felt it wasn't up to the standards of the show. Maybe another show it would work on, but it didn't. It was a funny idea that just didn't work. So Gary has to go back and tell Sal and Richard, and that conversation is just tedious. I don't understand.
Do they tape those? Oh, I would love to.
we should.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty good about it. It's really weird because Sal gets a little bit more pouty.
I wasn't pouty. I was just saying.
No, not today. Just in general. He gets a little bit, really. He gets really. And Richard just acts like he didn't hear what I just said.
Right.
Yeah.
He goes, but we did this phone call. And I was like, I know, but Howard didn't really like it.
Well, Blue Iris calls his store asking for balls, Christmas.
Right.
And the woman's like, that's, no, we don't have that. And then hangs up the phone. And I'm not sure how it's a phony phone. I mean, she had the appropriate reaction, the woman.
Well, no, she was kind of shocked once. The whole idea of an old lady asking for like hairy balls and stuff like that because it progressively got worse.
But the woman on the phone who you're pranking is like, we don't have those things, and this is terrible.
Yeah, she was kind of shocked though, so that was accomplished.
Should I play? This is where
now
I play.
I have to see what they worked on for 3 years.
Okay. Well, here you got it on.
Well, it was only 3 years because we cut the clips and she died, and every Christmas we took an attempt with the same clips and called Christmas ball.
All right, here's a bit that Richard.
3 years in the making.
Here's a bit that Richard and Sal worked on for 3 years that I rejected this morning because myself, Gary, John Hine, and JD were all looking at each other, scratching our heads.
Yeah, because John Hine and JD, they're really qualified when it comes to comedy.
I didn't rely on them.
I should have wrote the fast food show. I'm sorry.
I rejected it, and then I said to them, "Am I wrong here, guys?"
Well, why don't you ask guys who actually create prank calls
you guys love everything you do.
Well, not true.
Yeah, well, who are you going to ask, Sal and Richard?
The stuff we don't love, we don't give to you.
Right.
All right. But ultimately, I respect your decision.
Here's a call that Sal and Richard made, and I'm happy to put it on you. They worked on it for 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Happy holidays. Thank you for calling. And I'm going to help you.
Hello, is this a Christmas store?
Mm-hmm.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
I'm looking for Christmas balls, and I was wondering if you carry black balls.
Do I have what, darling?
In black.
Black bulbs?
Yeah.
No, ma'am, I don't have any black Christmas bulbs.
Do you have colored balls?
I have colored bulbs, yes, ma'am.
If I come down to the store, can I see the balls?
Yes, you can come down to the store and see the balls, baby. Come on down here and see them.
Okay. Do you have hairy ones?
Hairy? What do you mean, hairy, baby?
Do you have hairy balls?
Oh, my God. No, ma'am. I never seen a hairy ball before. Don't do Jesus, really?
Do you have saggy balls?
Have what?
Do you have saggy balls?
Oh, my God, really?
Do you have any that shoots cum? Do they shoot cum?
Who is this?
I'm just asking if any of your balls shoot cum.
No, they do not. Who is this?
I want to floss my teeth with your ball hair.
Oh, my God. Happy holidays. Thank you for calling. How may I help you?
Oh, hi. We got disconnected.
Yes, we did get disconnected.
Well, there it is.
Maybe I have to get in a time machine, go back to 2008 and listen to it.
Benji was laughing.
Come on.
I couldn't even look at Sal because I knew Sal was selling it.
I wasn't. I was being quiet.
I looked at Sal, and he's cracking up during it. And, looking around the room for anyone who was laughing.
I'm not looking over there.
So the reason it doesn't work, I can tell you it doesn't work. And if someone disagrees with me, feel free to step in.
That's fine.
No, I know you'll step in and disagree. I'm talking about someone
I
else.
don't disagree. I respect
Listen, I admire that you put in 3 years on this. Hard work is great.
I think a fourth is in the
Yeah, I think you need to. In other words, the ball joke is a long stretch as it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do you have hairy balls? Do you have this balls, that ball? Her reaction is actually normal. She goes, "Oh my goodness, you're saying something ridiculous," and she hangs up.
We've made. If I let you hear thousands with this premise.
Did you ever say to yourself, maybe the premise doesn't work?
We keep going sometimes,
Right.
and we thought it was a nice, loving tribute as well to Blue Iris.
I'm all for tributes.
Yeah,
but listen, don't waste your time.
You know how Natalie Kuhn-Cole got spliced in with her dad? For Unforgettable, we felt like we were bringing back Blue Iris.
Richard, you don't know to say to Sal, it's enough already. It's not working. The premise. Let's move on to a new one rather than spend 3 years on this.
Well, we took 3 months to do the Langford Sour Shoes call, and that ended up working
that
great.
was great.
Yeah, a lot of our calls, they take a long time, and you just never know.
Well, this one's not working.
Yeah.
I hate that. Does anyone disagree? Robin?
No.
Fred?
I was actually trying to like it because I know how hard these guys work on it.
Listen, I want to like it.
But the squawky voice with the woman was
that was also a
very
problem.
disconcerting. That was strike one.
Mm-hmm.
Strike two, it was basically the same joke all the way through. The only time I was sort of moved when she had a little emotion and said, Jesus.
Right.
But that's not enough to carry the whole thing.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something that I've learned with this photography. If you take all of the pictures you ever take, and you put them up and you say to someone, hey, evaluate my photography. And the person will look at it and look at your 10 best pictures. They go, wow, you're a great photographer. Then you show them your 10 okay pictures. They go, oh, you're pretty good. Then you show them some more pictures that aren't so great, and then they go, by the end they go, you're a shitty photographer. Gee, you're not so good.
Mm-hmm.
So what do photographers do? They only show their greatest work. See? That's what I'm trying to do with you guys.
Right.
You guys have many stellar A-plus phony phone calls and funny bits.
It would be a disservice to you.
Right. I'm trying to
play
save you.
that among your greats.
But
people go, Richard and Sal are geniuses. You know why? Because I'm a genius. I make sure your shitty material doesn't go on. I'm an editor.
But the thing we worry about...
Look at me. Don't talk so much.
Okay.
I want to know what he worries about.
I'm your secret weapon.
Yes.
I edit your material, and I say, look at these two geniuses. Now, what do you worry about? Robin wants to know.
The thing we worry about is sometimes it takes a little bit to get a really good call, and we don't want you to think that we're not doing anything back there.
Listen to me.
Sometimes we'll turn in something mediocre so that you know that we're working.
Now you've been honest. This is the first time you're honest with me. Never turn in mediocrity to me, because it makes you seem mediocre.
But we want you to know that we're working.
I know you're working. Turn it in when it works. Don't turn in shit like that.
But
so you knew that was bad.
I loved it. Me and Sal were dying laughing when we were doing these.
No, you were not dying laughing. That would say that you're something very, very wrong with you. They were not dying laughing over that. You weren't, Sal. You weren't dying laughing.
It was. We were having so much fun doing the calls.
Right.
It was very, very
fun.
funny.
The process is fun.
It was hilarious.
You have a fun job.
We were dying laughing.
But be like the great photographer. Let me tell you something.
Sure.
Richard Avedon was one of the great photographers. He didn't show you every picture he made.
Mm-hmm.
He probably took some shitty pictures. But he only showed you the good ones. He knew which ones were good.
Ansel Adams was good, too.
Ansel Adams, very good. Why was he so great? Did he show you everything he took? No. Smart. Sat down, he said, let me take my best shit and show it around. But you got to know what your best stuff is. If you think everything you do is the greatest, then you're never going to be a great.
I remember one time, Howard, you said about Jackie Gleason when they found the lost 39 episodes. You said there's a reason why he buried them. They were shit.
That's
They were. And the original Honeymooners were phenomenal.
He knew the great ones.
Well, I hope you.
So you're our Jackie Gleason.
And burning those tapes because you don't want anybody to find the bad ones.
The reason you work here is because I like you too, and I think you're funny guys. Okay.
Thank you very much.
It's not an issue. You've been here long enough. You know that. When you give me the shitty material, that's fine. Give me everything you do. But when I reject it, understand why I'm doing it.
We do. I do.
This show has integrity. When we put something on there, we're saying this is funny. Robin, you understand my point?
I do.
Okay.
I think it's a very fine one.
Right. And
I didn't know they were doing this kind of crap.
there's a guy named Scott Kelby. You ever hear that name?
No.
All right. He's a photographer, and he gives lectures on photography. And that was his point. He says, if you're going to show your work, show the stuff that's great, and then everyone thinks you're a great photographer.
But that's the whole point of editing.
Right.
If you're doing something live, you don't have the opportunity. Mm-hmm. But in editing, when you're doing it back there, the whole point is to only show your gems.
Yes, Terry, you're on the air in Brooklyn.
I think, Howard, the answer's obvious. The boys must be separated.
Well, you make something of a point. I wonder if I separated you two, if you guys would be more effective. Like maybe you just feed off each other's insanity, and that maybe you're both going off the deep end.
They're in a rut, I think, Hal.
Maybe you need to be separated. Would that help at all?
I think it would be a lot worse.
Right,
we feed off each other.
I'd be heartbroken.
That's funny.
Well, you come in here one more time with one bad bit.
Well, now we're going to be scared to turn anything in.
Well, last week we had a bunch of home runs that Howard loved. So.
Get out of here. Yeah, what about the Tradio singing the guy's theme song? That was good.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
One of our last
That was it. But that's why I aired it.
Yes.
See, I'm making you look like a home run hitter.
Irate Pizza Coach you love. That was a big one.
Well, there's a million I like.
Yeah, there are. And we appreciate it.
But you don't have to. Don't fight me so hard on this. Trust me that I know better than you. I'm the king of all media. They're talking about I'm going to be some sort of judge. They want to pay me a fortune to be a fucking judge. So I must know what the fuck I'm doing. Right?
I would say so.
Yeah. Of course.
You guys are getting that benefit and squandering it. You learn nothing.
I'm not out to get you. You're my team.
You know what should happen when you're listening to the judging?
What?
You should turn in less crap.
Right. You have to learn. And even if you don't have the ability to edit your own material, you play it for me, and I'll tell you if it's good or not.
But
then trusted
it's
me.
a shame that you continually give them this guidance and they're not getting it.
I know.
It's been a while.
Well, we kind of feel like we need to turn in several things a week.
Listen, the part of your problem is you spent 3 years doing this. And by year 2, it should have occurred to you. It wasn't going anywhere.
Well,
you understand?
It was a day or two each year. It wasn't continuous
All right.
3 years.
Well, who knows? He says it took him 3 years to produce that
I
shit.
don't know. Those Christmas stores stay open all year round now.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Stretch, go ahead. You're on the air in Boston.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hi.
Hey, Robin just took the words right out of my mouth. Every time that they get criticized or anything like that, the same conversation comes up. And
Over and over again. You know, I'll tell you why this show today is important. You know, people talk about their boss and this and that, and he's an asshole, and they hate him, the man. Sometimes the boss knows what he's talking about. I've built up years of credibility in this area.
Sure.
So, you know, you could see these two. They probably go home and go, boy, Howard doesn't get it. He doesn't understand. I understand plenty. I'm trying to make you guys look like heroes. So the audience goes, oh, my God, Richard and Sal. Jillian Barbary was started. Oh, my God, Richard and Sal are the funniest. You know why you're the funniest? Because I take all your shit out. I'm hauling the garbage out into the... And believe me, my back hurts today from hauling all this garbage. All right?
Yeah.
I'm doing it because the show has integrity, and I want you guys to look like superstars.
We appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
That's right. I'm not doing this to bust your balls.
Oh, we're not taking it that way.
All right. Oh, you're taking it hard. Joe, go ahead.
Hey, Howard. I got to tell you, as a long-time listener, I've been listening since your first day in Philly. This phony phone call thing's played out anyway. I mean, really. I mean, I think if you want these guys to do something, to have them do those old bits like this morning you opened up with the gay tanic. I miss stuff like that. And I think.
Well, listen. No, phony phone calls will never get tired or old. They won't. Phony phone calls are. Hey, you just got to put the best prank calls on.
And we've done games. We did the Get Debbie the Come Lady game. We've been doing street interviews.
These guys do a lot of great stuff. All right, look. The two of you, go back to that room of yours.
We will.
Go do your work.
All right.
Come up with something good. Come up with something bad. Just trust in me that when I listen to it, I know what I'm talking about.
But they could start to try editing themselves.
Well,
we
do
edit
when
ourselves.
Something
Listen.
is not worth.
Oh, that Blue Iris call was like
Street-
5 minutes. We edited it way
Listen,
down.
Robin. You're talking to a guy at 70-40.
Oh, come
All right,
on.
listen, let me edit them. If you tell them to edit themselves, I'll never hear anything.
Yeah. Can we go out on a high note with a prank that you did like?
No, that's all right. Goodbye.
You got it.
Get out of here.
Sal. And that's that, folks. Yes.
Something like that can really take the wind out of one's sails. I mean,
well, I have sails. I have arms.
but I've heard Howard say before, where have the boys been? Seems like it's been a while since anything's come out of that room.
Right.
And then now he's saying, you know, it's got to be nothing but quality over quantity. So I must imagine that that's confusing for you guys at times.
No, it's not confusing. Is that when he says, look, what are the boys doing? We want to make sure that he knows that we're working, and we are constantly working. And that when we do provide material and he's not pleased with it, kind of bums us out as well, because we want to make him aware that we are providing and working very, very, very hard. Some things hit, some things miss. But the pressure that we get from hearing that, what are the boys doing, and then providing and it not working, the combination of the two is hard to take. So it was nice today that Howard made it clear that we do work very hard and we do provide a lot of great material. Not as great as Ronnie Munn, but it's close.
So when you're getting hit by the boss, and Gary's in there as well, another one of your quote-unquote enemies around the workplace, then Robin starts chiming in. Is your blood ready to boil?
That's typical Robin, you know what I mean? Basically like the lion, the tiger does the work. It jumps onto the antelope and feeds, but then who comes in later? The Weasley hyena, So you're used to that little bite in the back of your ass when you're not expecting it. So
which animal is which?
Well, first of all,
who's the Weasley hyena?
That would be Rob. He's saying, like, he goes, what do you think of Robin's?
What about Gary?
Oh, Gary would be the orangutan. He would just be swinging around. Gary would be just clueless eating bananas someplace. He wouldn't even be by the antelope. The point that I'm trying to...
Orangutans and hyenas don't ever work together.
I'm not
talking.
No, my answer was to Robin. He said, what do you feel about Robin's
But you said lions, hyenas, and orangutans.
Well, look,
they don't usually work together. So
it doesn't matter. It's
a Geographic Channel.
It's an analogy. So here I am on the ground, pounced as a beat-to-shit antelope, dying. And the last bites that have to come in are from the hyena, you know? That's how.
Now, back to the orangutan.
That's Gary. That's a different story. That's all.
But I've seen moments where he's flat out rejected a call.
Sure.
Or he hasn't been as forthcoming with prank calls to Howard that you guys really believe in. I mean, that's got to really frustrate you.
No, that's fine. That's his job. He's a filter before Howard. So there's even a lot of stuff that's not good that Howard doesn't get to hear, and that's fine. That's how the show works.
So you guys have 100% trust.
We certainly respect
Gary's.
Gary's. Yeah, you know, I mean, Gary's a producer of the show. I mean, for over 25 years, he knows the content. He knows what works. He knows what doesn't work. So we certainly respect Gary's opinion on this. Always. That's why we go to him first. Gary listens, and you know, a lot of times he gives us good constructive criticism as well on editing and stuff like that. So Gary certainly is a help when it comes to this stuff.
Gary, he'll come in and say to cut parts down and stuff, and then it works. And so it's great to have that other ear there.
And you always refer to people you respect as orangutans, too, so that's very consistent.
Well, Sal said that.
Again, he's worked here for 25 years. I mean, if he hasn't been referenced to as a monkey, then what the fuck am I talking about?
So now what? Just back to the lab?
That's it.
Keep grinding away?
Yeah, of course.
All right, you two.
All right.
Back to that phony phone call grind.
Here we go.
The old 9 to 5.
Yep.
When you report now, you know, it's hard.
Casey's downstairs. What do? Do I let him up?
Is he
have to wait to talk to Howard?
Is he yeah, you gotta wait to Howard. But is he on the lam? Like, did he just get arrested?
I go, dude, weren't you just in LA like yesterday? He goes, yeah, I'm in town for the Turkey Bowl. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm supposed to know what the fuck that means.
The Turkey what?
The Turkey Bowl. So I spoke to him on the phone, and I was like, all right, give me like 15 minutes. I'm running around doing a bunch of stuff. So the visitor center called again already, like he wants to come up.
Right.
I got to wait till a break. Okay. To talk to Howard, but we'll probably have him up. So if we do that, I'll just tell you to go down and get him. But in case somebody calls you, it says, I just got to keep him, you know, I got to wait to make sure Howard wants him up.
Okay.
Because if I let him up and Howard doesn't want him up, how am I going to get rid of him?
Right. Now, do you want him searched before he comes in?
Absolutely. 6 weeks ago.
Hey, Gary. What's going on downstairs? Can you just set up for us?
Yeah, Casey called. Somebody called from downstairs, said Casey was here. I said, can't possibly be Casey because he just got arrested yesterday, my understanding. But I put him on the phone, and it was Casey. I said, what are you doing? He says, oh, I'm in town, so we're bringing him up. I didn't really get into too much of what happened. I just bring him up and let Howard talk to him.
What are you anticipating given his past? And
a lot of excuses. You know, it was an accident. I don't know, maybe he'll come up and say, you know what, I was fucking drunk and I'm out of control and I need help. Or maybe he'll say, you know, it wasn't what it looks like.
Thanks, Rob. Hey, what's up, Case?
Whoa. Come on, I tried to get you the nuts. How you doing, brother?
Good, man. How are you?
Good, I'm doing good. Truly is very handsome.
Thank you, Case. Love you.
Look, what brings you by, man?
Shirley's penis.
Same reason we're all here, I guess.
This is very true.
All right, man. I'll let you get to Howard. I know you got some stuff to talk about.
Thank you, sir.
All right, man.
What's up, brother?
Well, I think it's
a hug, huh? I get a hug.
I'm doing good.
Good. What do you got here? You got a pinky? You still chewing that shit? Make your fucking jaw drop out.
I know.
Well,
can't say hello.
Sit down, man. Sit down. We're gonna bring in here in a couple seconds. I gotta get sign a release.
He don't gotta do that.
No, he does. He wants to talk to you.
Anybody different on here? How you doing, man?
Good. I don't know, but it just seems like a crazy concept. Yeah.
Initial the front, sign the back. So what's going on?
Oh, it's a little slice of heaven looking for God's mercy.
What does that mean?
Isaac, you're on there. We'll take a couple of phone
I
calls.
love Bruce.
And maybe I'll play you medicated.
Orange meat?
Hey, come on, Gar.
You were never a Springs fan. You're a Henry Rollins guy.
Yeah, man, but I know what you're talking about, finally.
Like you're into, because you weren't that into Bruce when you were here.
I can't imagine making.
What's your favorite song?
One Step Up.
It's a good one.
Somewhere along the line.
It's a good one.
You know you love that's no, we talked about that. I mean, the Tunnel of Love, that album. He was.
I put that's in my book.
Are you kidding?
The opening quote is from a song from Tunnel of Love. When you
Which song? Fat Man sitting on a little stool?
No,
Way too violent.
it's from
I don't know how.
Brilliant Disguise.
Don't tell me what it is. I never read the book, but I'll tell you what it is.
It's the last line of the song.
You're looking at me. No.
God have mercy on the man that doubts what he's sure of.
Yes, I do.
Hey, let him know that you're here.
Please don't do that.
Just do what?
Dylan, I want to talk about Bruce with you.
But wait, are you here to come on the air? Because that's what
I was here just you know what? It doesn't even matter. That's cool.
Do you want to talk on the air?
I don't care.
I assume that maybe it's crazy. I assume that you came by.
Nothing to promote, man. I'm just hanging.
But I guess they want to ask you about what happened about you getting arrested last week. Are you up for talking about that?
I don't give a fuck.
I mean, they talked about it already, but I mean,
yeah, no.
Well, let me.
That was the best jail ever.
What did you get arrested for?
Last one, DW.
And were you?
Speaking of, do you have some vodka here?
I don't have it. I'm sorry.
You want to get the shakes?
What's your story? What's going on, Chris? Last time you called us, you were in Bellevue, right? It was like a month ago.
No, I think I was watching my friend's dog. Kind of the same thing. But you know who's a good dude? That David Arquette. Real good guy. He's really a good guy.
Wait, you hooked up with him? And
Yeah, no, he's a good guy.
And what is he doing for you?
Well,
Do you think what they're reading is true?
Of course not. Apparently he was crazy as well.
Right. But what's he doing for you? Did you speak to him off the air?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
He called you off the air?
Yeah, no, he was real nice.
What are you doing for yourself? I
think I got the asthma, I don't know.
What are you doing for yourself to get better?
Did something good. Oh, I just did a commercial.
No, what are you doing for yourself mentally to get better?
Looking for God's mercy. This is how it goes.
So where do you live?
Wherever I am is home.
So are you at your mom's house because you're in New York?
I was in California.
Right.
I just came back and
So as a for instance, when did you get into New York from LA?
A day and a half ago.
So how do you pay for that ticket?
I did that commercial. Right. I got that was nice. That was
so. That'll
keep me going for a couple months.
So you got the money from the commercial. So why did you come to New York?
Got arrested.
Right.
I have nephews. I got friends here.
You said you came here because you got arrested?
Well, yeah, I got arrested.
Right. So you left. Are you allowed to leave the state?
Oh yeah, no, that's simple.
But that's why you left. That's why you came to New York.
No, I mean, I got nothing out there. I did the work that I had to do.
So are you out here? I'm just trying to. Are you out here visiting, or are you out here like, hey, I'm done with LA. I'm going to stay in New York for a while?
No idea. Day by day.
You got a place in LA?
No, Priceline.
What do you mean Priceline?
Priceline.com.
That's a place? Like, no, in other words, where do you stay?
Yeah, I go on Priceline.
And where do you get hotels?
Yeah. I've been staying there. I've done it for months.
Really?
Cheap, man.
So what do you get like for
$40?
Really? You go to Priceline, you say I'm willing to pay $40, and they find your place.
That's fucking willing, man.
That's a good commercial for Priceline. And so
fuck them though. Don't.
So where are you staying while you're in New York?
When I'm here,
like right now.
Middle Island.
But I don't mean like what town. I mean like, is it your brother's house?
It's a friend of mine.
Of course. And what did you get a chance to see your mom and everybody?
Yeah, but she don't live here anymore, which kind of sucks. She lives in Arizona.
Oh, I didn't know that. How about your brother? Your brother's still in Long Island, right?
Yeah.
Still coaching and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to see him?
Yeah, I saw him. My nephews, Jason sitting over him. Like I taught him how to hit.
Oh.
He's 5. That's good.
So you want to talk to Howard?
Dude, I don't care. I just came to see.
It's up to you. If it's not what you want to do, then it's fine. I assume when this is me just being the fucking producer. I think that's just Casey's here. He wants to talk about what happened. But if that's not the case, then
well, yeah, that's fine.
But it's only if you want to.
I don't care. If you guys going right to the news, that's fine.
No. I mean, if we were to talk to you, now would be the time. In like 20 minutes, we'll definitely go right to the neuse. So if you don't,
it's fine, man. Does anybody dip right now?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I'm gonna nix it.
I know that Christians don't like what
Yeah, you know. Yeah, that's totally cool.
All right, give me 2 seconds. Let me
I got nothing to promote, though, you know what I mean?
I hear you.
There's something they took that they decided to base their whole philosophy.
I don't know what the fuck to do. I need your help on this. You know, he's completely out of it. He's like, you want to go in there? He goes, I don't know, I'm not really. He's like, he's not positive why he's here. There's nothing to promote. He'll go on the air if we want to, but he doesn't have to go on the air.
You know what? I think it would be great for the radio show.
I can tell you, I don't think he's
I think it'd be great for the radio show. But I think like Howard was saying this morning about Sal and Richard, like we're doing him no favors by putting him on. I don't know. Am I going to want to feel better?
If he don't, he wanted to say hello. But if we want to go on, it's fine. But it's not really. He's on.
I mean, I just don't think it does him any good to come off all fucked up on the air.
He can't answer a question correctly, so I don't know. But now I don't know how to go. I don't know what to do. You know, like I got a 4-minute window of opportunity before how it's going to be. It's too fucking late.
Should we put up a note and say Casey's here, but he's a little out of
I think should I put a note for Fred to push for a break so he can talk for a minute?
And after studying it for many, many years, I came to the
Casey's in the
conclusion that
green
it
room,
was
but
a
he's
huge
really
waste
out.
of my time.
Okay, I'm sorry, Shirley, but I'm just 13 hours of coach school.
Just make sure this gets to me about I can't imagine how long it'll last.
Multiple choice on kosher food.
Kosher food, right? For food items, you tell me which one is okay.
Casey's stopped by, but I don't know if we should put him on the air or not. Gary, come in here.
Armstrong?
Casey Armstrong. You know I love
I
Casey.
thought he was in jail.
No, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. What's going on with Casey? Is he all right? He came by. He said, "Hey, can I come up and say hello to you guys?"
Well, you know, they said he was downstairs. I assumed that he wanted to come up and say hello. And then when he got up here, he's like, "I want to say hello to you guys." I said, "Do you want to go on the air?" And he goes, "If you want me to, but I don't have anything to promote."
Right. Yeah, forget it. Yeah.
You don't want to just look at him and say hello.
Maybe you want to look at him. He's not the hot chick he used to be.
Is he okay?
I don't think so.
Oh.
But I'm not sure he knows that.
Right. Well, maybe we should go talk to him, and maybe you could give him some help.
You mean like here?
I don't. No, not on the air.
I've been trying to do that for like the last 10 minutes.
Well.
Oh, jeez.
All right, we'll be back right after these words.
I don't know what to do with him because
what's going on?
He's like out of it, you know.
What is out of it?
You know, I've been sort of interviewing, trying to figure out what's what. Like, I'm like, what are you doing here?
What's going on with?
Well, I'm like, what are you doing here? So, for instance, I said, like, well, Casey, like, where'd you get the money to come to New York? I said, why'd you come to New York? Because I got arrested. And I said, well, aren't you not allowed to leave? He goes, no, I can leave. And I said, well, where'd you get the money from? He goes, well, I did a commercial some stuff a couple months ago. Where do you live in L.A.? He goes, Priceline. I said, what does that mean? So he says, I go on Priceline. He goes, I go on Priceline. He goes, I put in what I want to pay for a hotel. I go, what do you pay? He goes, like $40 a night. I said, it's also a commercial for Priceline.
Right.
Like he just, you know, he goes, well, fuck them. I don't want to give them anything.
So that doesn't sound like he's out of it.
He sounds very disturbed, man.
Yeah,
what is he saying?
It's a tone, not a.
Just his look, his even the guy outside.
So what are we going to do now? Now he's up here. Well, so he didn't want to come on the air.
He's not sure. The whole everything's weird. Like nothing. It's all over the place.
He looks like he's going to cry any second.
He does.
Oh yeah.
Hey, why don't we have him call from the phone in the other room?
You know, listen. Part of it's interesting, part of it's odd, part of it's sad.
Yeah.
You know what could be a way to do it good for him and the air at the same time? Have a psychologist talk to him on the air.
I don't have a
Should he be committed?
Oh, the one thing, if you were looking for a tiny angle, I guess he said, you know, David Arquette's a good guy. I guess David called him off the air.
Right.
He said, I said, what did you guys talk about? He goes, well, he's crazy too, but you know, he's not crazy anymore. And
all right, you know what? Let me. Maybe I'll have him call in from the green. I don't know. Maybe you should just go get him some help or something. I don't know what.
I wouldn't know what to do with him.
I know.
I mean, I wouldn't know who to call. Yeah. I asked him. I said, "What are you doing for yourself?" He goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "What are you doing to help yourself to get better?" He's like, "What are you talking about?"
You want to let Casey say hello real quick?
Yeah.
I don't want to get into a long Casey discussion.
I'll bring him here and you can figure out how it goes.
All right. Real quick. This is Casey, used to work for us.
Hey!
Casey, what's going on? Everyone's alarmed that like something's wrong with you or something. Are you okay?
Yeah, dude. I'm looking for God's mercy. I'm here.
What does that mean?
I'm here seeing some, friends.
Right. So you're okay, right?
I'm afraid of Fred.
Something's
Fred,
never
he's
changed.
all right. He's all right.
The guy, he's got guns.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
No,
what did it
nobody's
mean?
got guns like you do.
Casey, what did it mean the other day when you said Benji was...
Cockstrong.
Cockstrong. Yeah, what does that mean?
I take it back. He's skinny now.
Yeah.
He's not cockstrong anymore.
No.
He looks like Richard. Does Richard have AIDS? No,
Are you okay?
Everybody's skinny. Scott's skinny.
What is this report that I heard that you're up for drunk driving or something? What's going on there? Just tell me you're all right.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Right.
Yeah, that was
drunk driving's the worst, man.
Where did you get that? That's why I didn't think you were
I
in
was
New
in
York.
Laguna Beach.
What happened?
I don't even know what I did wrong. I just.
How about driving drunk?
No, I was fine.
Yeah?
The thing is, like, when he was giving me those tests, I'm like, come on, Case, be an athlete. You know what I mean? And I did. I passed them all.
Right.
Like, I did great.
Yeah.
All of them. Like, spot on.
Right. Breathalyzer, though.
Oh, not the breathalyzer, no.
Right.
That was the thing that tripped you up.
Everything physical, I did awesome.
What happened? You driving around? Were you drinking?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But
a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Not while you drive, but you went. Were you drinking?
You had been drinking.
No, I was drinking while I was driving.
Oh, Jesus!
But it was in a water bottle.
Right. Oh, I see. Are you that much of an alcoholic now that you drink out of a water bottle?
Hey, it was there, so I drank it. It wasn't
It's so
mine.
crazy because
It wasn't yours?
No, it was somebody else's.
So what's going to happen with these charges? I mean, are you in trouble?
No, I got Chris McCann, who is the best lawyer ever.
Right. And you drank, and they took you out of the car, and they said, walk a straight line. I
did it all.
You did it all.
What did they test? Did they give you? Did you have to stand on one leg and do the arm
Yeah, I did
thing?
that.
Right.
But here's the thing. This is kind of funny. You have to stand on one leg, and you point your toe forward, and you count 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. I got up to 19, 1,000, and then after that, I didn't know what came. I'm like, how do you say it? Like
21,000.
I'm like 2,000, and then 2001. I'm like, sir, I don't know what to say.
You weren't drunk. You were just stupid.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I don't know what to say. He
He's
goes,
not
really?
drunk.
He should stop you by then. I did it all good.
Yeah. Well, you do look good. I mean, I said to Gary, how does Casey look? And he's like, oh, the guy's still good looking. Still got that.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
We're trying to do the right thing.
All right. And don't drive and drink, please. That's a real downer with me, man.
No,
I don't
you're
go for
100%
that.
right.
I don't want to be the asshole who gets into a car accident with you.
No, Howard, you're 100% right.
Right.
But before I leave, there's a bottle of Jack Daniels. Can I take that in my car with me right quick?
He asked for the vodka earlier.
Really?
He's looking for vodka, and the other thing, if we have any, what do you call that stuff? The chew?
A dip. Yeah, I need a dip.
You need a dip?
Anybody chew?
Are you an alcoholic now?
Oh yeah, dude. I always was. That's why I told you, man. That's why I got fired.
Wow.
It was horrible.
I didn't
Why
realize.
are you continually taking these major deep breaths? What's that all about?
I think I got the asthmas. I'm not quite sure.
Are you very stressed right now?
I'm always stressed, bro.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry.
And I shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a quick
But I like
theory.
the Katy Perry.
I have a quick theory. Casey, be as honest as you can about this. Did you stop up to say hello to us, or did you stop up to hope that you could get a bottle of vodka or Jack from us?
That's fucked up, Gary. I love you, but that's fucked up.
Right.
No, he's right though.
Is he?
No, I'm kidding. No, I didn't do that. I got the vodka in the car.
Right. Are you able to make money?
Say what?
Are you making money? Are you
I
all
just
right?
did a commercial.
Oh,
yeah? For what?
For a back brace.
Are you nude in it?
No, but I'm topless.
All right.
I'm very handsome.
Have you ever sold your body to a man for sex? Be honest.
Once in the 80s, I don't want to talk about it. No, Howard, I never did that. I wouldn't, and I wouldn't do it. The gay photograph thing, that's another thing. I was tricked.
Do you have vodka in your car right now?
Yes, I do.
You do. Don't drink it, please. I'm begging you. Casey, don't do it.
No, I'm not going to do it.
All right.
What are you talking about? Come on, I'm teetotal.
Use your head. Use your fucking
I got a bagel down there.
Yeah. Are you drunk now?
No.
All right. Well, Robin, that's
1,000, 2 1,000.
Don't know what to do when you get
Well,
to
I'm
20.
glad to see you, man.
Howard, I love you guys.
Love you too. I
wanted
hope everything's all right.
To say hello and
it's Casey, everybody.
Robin's always hot.
Yeah, everybody loves Robin, and everyone loves Casey.
And Casey, that chewing, I can't believe you do that.
Yeah, it's a nasty habit. I picked it up in Kentucky. Hey, by the way, WKU, they played LSU. Number one, LSU.
What are you doing today?
Well, I have wood to chop.
Where?
Back on Long Island. I got a chiminea. Do you know what that is?
What?
A chiminea?
No.
It's an outside iron thing. I after that hurricane, it was a whole bunch of wood. I got a chainsaw, and I chop it with the axe. Best exercise ever.
Right.
You love
Yeah?
it.
Thanks, Casey. All
Yeah,
right,
I know.
good seeing you.
You know, that's horrible. All right, Howard, I love you, and I'm gone.
We love you. All right. He should not be operating a chainsaw.
Or anything. He's going to drive back to Long Island.
He seemed okay to me. Benji was right.
Where you up to now?
Going to do some dirt.
What's that mean?
I'll tell you when the cameras go off.
Dude, good luck. Take care of yourself, would you?
You know I love you, right?
Right there. Still, you know, I saw my garage is over the football you signed for me. Like fucking 12, 13 years ago. I really do.
Yeah, you're a good motherfucker.
Sit down, man. Sit down.
All right, I'll be next door, but I probably won't see you. Take care of yourself. Take care, really. Say hi to your mom and your brother.
I will. Thanks, guys.
All right, guys.
I don't know if it's the type of situation with Casey, like Boy Who Cries Wolf, or even a cry for help, but I sensed something almost final in the way he said goodbye to you just now. The way he hugged you and said, Gary, you're a good guy. He looked teary-eyed.
No, I mean, I've been through that before, so I've seen sort of stuff like this. You know, I didn't get a sense of finality, but I do have a sense of a guy who's in a bad place.
And I've asked you this question many times before, but are these attempts at calling in and stopping by cries for help, or are they just genuine ulterior motive with promoting?
I don't think there was an ulterior motive today, but I'm not sure what. I don't know why he came by today.
What can be done when a guy doesn't want to be helped the way?
Nothing. Nothing can be done.
It's just you just sort of have to wait and see, and he's an adult, and that's.
I can't tackle him and take him somewhere if he doesn't want to go to. Did that to him once. We sort of did that to him once, and he left after a day. So I don't know what else. You know, if he came to me and said, Gary, I need help really bad, I'd make a call in a second.
But he needs to actually.
Got to be his idea. It's been going on for a long time, so it's got to be his idea. He's a grown-up.
I'll see it over here.
Case, good to see you, man.
All right, good.
Ron, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, hold on. What's up, man?
Ron, every now and again, even though the show is 99% ball busting and humor,
yeah,
something like today happens where someone close to the show, you know, former core member of the show, like KC,
right,
comes in here and we're not really sure what to make of it. I mean, he seems sad, he seems scattered.
He seems all over the place. I feel real bad. He seems like he's in a very bad place right now. He seems like he wants to cry.
Exactly.
And it's very sad for me to see because I know him a long time. And I've helped him out of a lot of jams.
But it seems
through the years.
It seems like this is a jam that only he himself can get himself out of.
Yeah, this, you know, he's not going down a good road right now. That's what I can see from the whole situation, you know. So.
When I talked to Gary earlier, I said his goodbye to Gary in the green room just before you spoke with him seemed very final and weird and sad, and I don't know, I got a very bad vibe from it. And Gary didn't seem to think. Gary seems to think we've been down this road before. It's not as extreme, but he admitted it's very sad.
The problem is you never know what's going to happen. When a person is in a state like that, you don't know what's going to happen. You know, we've been through it here already. You know, with other people that work here, and it's not a good thing, man. I don't know what to say, man.
In a way, he's kind of like a son of this show.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, right. Exactly. Like, he knows my son. You know, actually just told me he stays in contact on Facebook with my son. So he seemed very concerned about Artie. He wanted to see Artie, but Artie, nobody gets back to him, which is nothing we don't know about because none of us can get in touch with him really.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of parallels between the two of them.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Well,
very upsetting. Very. That's the deal.
All right, man. This is a good guy, man. This is a good guy.
You usually say old friend of the show, but this is more of a new friend. But
Well, he's a new friend of this show, but an old friend of AGT.
But a good friend of yours.
Good guy, man. Real good guy. Nick Cannon.
Mr. Nick Cannon.
Yo.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
I usually don't hear Ronnie rave about a guest before they come in. He was loving you.
The pressure's on. Ronnie's
this
my
way,
man,
sir.
that's why. That's how we get down.
Right this way, sir.
Cool.
Nick, you're stepping into Howard's house right now.
Yes.
You're used to being around him at AGT, but
This is his domain.
So how do you feel about that? I know you guys have had phone interviews, but this is...
Yeah, man, I love Stern. You know what I mean? Just it's a place where, you could just be yourself. So I'm here to be me.
All right, man. We'll see you in the studio.
All right, man.
Thanks a lot.
No doubt.
Yeah. Well, my colleague Nick Cannon is here. Nick, of course, is the star of America's Got Talent. He is the host. He is he is the glue that holds America's Got Talent together. Look at you.
What's up?
How are you? Good seeing you.
Good to see you too, sir.
And it's good to see you outside of the AGT environment.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I believe that, yes, because we don't ever get a chance to talk to each other, man.
No, not
it's like
really.
Running and gunning all the time.
How is your health, by the way?
My health is great.
But you quit your radio show.
I quit the morning portion because I wasn't getting any sleep. So I still do my countdown show, the weekly countdown.
You do the countdown show.
Yeah.
And it seems to me you're building up again. The idea was for you to slow down so that you could work on your health. And you did. You because of your kidneys and stuff, you decided to stop eating red meat.
Right.
I see on Twitter you're constantly putting out how to live.
The vegetables and all of that. Yeah.
Right. But you gave up candy.
Nah, that's the one thing I said I gave it up, but that's the one thing I can't let go. I love candy all the time.
Is it true?
What kind of candy?
In your home, is there a room devoted only to candy? Is that true?
Yeah, I built a candy store in my room.
My house. In your house, there's one room that has a candy store.
Yeah.
And what is it? When you start making a lot of money, there are certain things that you can now do that you've always dreamt of doing.
Right.
That was your dream, to have a candy store.
I was just a candy crackhead, man. So I love, I always said as a kid, but put a candy store in my house if I ever get enough money.
And what does that mean, a candy store? What is in there?
Every kind of candy that you could ever imagine from back in the day. I'm not a big chocolate eater, but I love stuff like, Nerds and Jolly Ranchers, and so it's like all of that stuff.
You know why?
The old school candy.
You know why I relate to that? When I started to make some money, I built an adult bookstore in my house. I've got everything in there. Porn. You should see. It's fantastic.
Amazing.
It's an amazing store, but it never occurred to me a candy store. So your health is good.
Yes, very good.
But now it seems like you're jumping back in without doing the radio show now.
Right.
But what do you signed on to do America's Got Talent? Thank God.
Yeah.
Because it seems like the whole show has changed.
I know. You and I are the only ones they have right now.
That's right. You're like two pillars holding the whole thing together.
Howie was in here yesterday, and but Sharon is gone. She has a horrible relationship with NBC now. You and I seem to be in good standing.
Absolutely.
We are the glue. And
continuity. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, right. We're the continuity.
Yes.
I just showed up, and I'm the continuity. But you and I are definitely doing another season together. And we don't know. Sharon's gone.
Yeah.
Who else are you bringing in? What are you going to do?
Who do you want to bring in?
I think we should just go, let's get Madonna. Let's stop playing.
Now, that to me would be a coup.
Yeah.
Madonna.
Yeah.
I've said that. I've even said it to the NBC executics.
Why not?
Did you say
You never mentioned that.
Well, that's the one that I was holding back because I was trying Nick already blabbed. But seriously, that would be dynamic, right?
Yeah,
to get
that'd
someone
be
of her
amazing.
stature.
We need somebody like that, Madonna or Gaga or somebody that, actually knows about performing. And I think we get another performer in there.
Have you been asked by NBC who you would recommend for the gig?
Yeah, I told him someone like Madonna. I told him I thought Cher was. I always thought that was a good one.
You know who I said? Michelle Obama.
See,
what do you think
not?
of that?
Why not?
Why not?
She's a winner.
Yeah,
she must know something.
I mean, had Obama lost the election, I would have said no. But I think this would be Madonna's time to enter the arena of judging.
I think so. I think so, and I mean everybody else is out there. It's like the thing to do right now. So,
do you think Howie will be back?
I want him to.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's fun, but who knows? It's like they always treat him like this every year. They make him win.
Really?
It's not nice.
Is that right? Yeah, that does seem kind of mean.
See, they got to hire me early because I got to go out and do all the auditions. So I'm usually like the one that's like, we know you're coming back.
Oh, so you've been working already?
Yeah, well, technically this year they're trying to switch it up a little bit, and you know they're going to take me out a little bit. They're giving me these 2 months off, but top of the year we're going out. But they're auditioning right now.
Right, so you're out there doing the auditions.
Yeah, like, hey, welcome to this city. They throw me off a building, something crazy.
I always felt bad for you.
Yeah, why do they do that stuff?
Yeah. I think it's racist. I think it's NBC's little inside joke.
Yeah, they got a black guy and they throw him off of, like, they put him on mountains and all that kind of stuff.
It's always how they say, like, the black weatherman, they always put him in the worst environments.
Yeah, I'm in a hurricane. But it does seem to me like you're now busier than ever. When I read about you signing with America's Got Talent, part of the package, which I don't even I think you get it's called a first look deal.
Yeah.
So if your production company makes some sort of show,
yes,
you go to them first.
Yeah, and it's almost like because of that they give me, you know, money and overhead and stuff. It's like, we want all your good ideas first before anyone else.
I see. So they give you a couple of bucks and they say, we're going to put this toward your production company, but because we're giving you money, you have to bring us every one of your ideas first.
Yes.
Have you brought them ideas already?
Oh yeah, we got a lot of good stuff in the works.
So you got a whole production company, and you got a bunch of you want to get into all that crap.
That's the thing, man. I think I've always been one of those guys who loved behind the scenes and really producing and writing and directing, and you know, it's just been, you know, an added bonus that I could be in front of the camera, but I've always loved to create.
Were you a child actor?
People always say that. Not really. I got in the game. I was doing stand-up as a teenager. I started like really doing, you know, the Comedy Store and the improv professionally at like 15.
Really?
And then I didn't get on camera though till I was 18, and I graduated high school and all of that.
Why do people think you were a child actor for some reason?
Because I look like a child.
You act like you behave like a child.
You act like one.
Yeah.
And because of the Nickelodeon thing. I mean, because I was 18 on Nickelodeon.
I see.
And so, and like everybody else probably was a little younger, and I played a little younger, so they thought I was a child, but I was an adult.
15, you go up on stage and you start doing,
so it was crazy. I mean, and I feel like I've been in the game for quite some time, especially the stand-up game. I mean, because I came up with a lot of the cats that have, you know, been doing it for 20 years, so it's like that's always been my life.
Were you shitty at it at first?
I never thought I was. I was always that kid comic that, you know, like was a breath of fresh air and was talking about, you know, detention and being, you know, late for class. So, like, everybody laughed because they thought I was cute opposed to, like, being, but, you know, I kind of honed my skills as I got a little older and was like, all right, if this is what I'm going to do in my life, I got to be the best.
And what happened? At 18, you go take an audition for Nickelodeon and it's a hit?
Actually, not even that. It was one of those things where I created an opportunity for myself again. I went out there and somebody saw me, you know, my manager saw me in the comedy club, and then I became the warm-up for all the Nickelodeon shows. So it's like the guy that's like entertaining the audience while they're switching the sets around and waiting for the actors to come out.
I always feel bad for that guy. It just seems like an insufferable job.
Right, like really the warm-up on AGT is great. You know what I mean? Like having to entertain all of those people while we're like in the back
It's
chilling.
like hosting a bar mitzvah or something every day. It's just awful.
So I had to do that at like 16.
Yeah.
And then from there I was watching, you know, the tapings. Like, man, I could do this stuff. So I started to write, and I became a staff writer for Nickelodeon, like the youngest staff writer in television. And then from there I just was a writer, comedian, and I was happy with being that until I ended up writing my own television show. I wrote a pilot for myself and actually sold it to Will Smith and his company.
Right.
And then that, you know, because I was associated with Will Smith, it was like, yo, this is the next kid, and started blowing up.
Isn't that family annoying, that Will Smith family? I mean, seriously, with that kids and
I love them, man.
Yeah, but they're all famous
and great and powerful, and the energy.
Are you going to do that with your kids?
Hell no.
No, you're going to keep them. You know what? I don't even see your kids around that much. You know, I mean, I think you're doing a good job.
They're still young.
Yeah, but you know how certain people always have their kids out in front of the camera.
Personally, now my wife might, you know, beg to differ or have a different opinion, but I don't want my children to be in entertainment whatsoever.
Yeah, it wouldn't be
bad.
Well,
Mariah wants them to sing.
I don't. I want if they have the ability to sing.
Let them do it when they're 18.
Yeah, sing in the high school play.
Absolutely.
But don't try to make this a career.
Do you have arguments with your wife about that?
Not really. Not yet. But I don't think we will, because she kind of feels the same way too. She obviously wants her kids to do what she does, but no one wants to live in. That's like Michael Jordan's son playing basketball. Like, why would you even set yourself up for that?
Is it hard being a father in a marriage with a woman so powerful? Because a father's job, in my opinion, is sometimes to step in, and say, "Hey, enough of this nonsense."
I don't think. You know what? In the house, my wife is like our roles in the house are exactly that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm the disciplinarian when it comes to the kids, and like I final say so everything. It's weird because I always say I wish people did. We did do a reality show, but we would never do one. But
would you do one?
Nah,
I'd watch
not.
that. Oh, just to see you.
What people would have to see what goes on in a house. It's actually, it would be one of those good PR moves if we were trying to do it, because we live a normal life.
But didn't Mariah criticize you because you went on Twitter? And you said in your Twitter account.
I'm glad you bring this up, because I've been wanting to talk about this.
Good. You said in your Twitter account, hey, you know what? If people only knew what was going on, you kind of criticized her as a mother. You said, I'm the one doing all the diapers. I'm the one doing all the work, and Mariah's sort of not around to do these things.
What is she doing?
No,
what does she do? And you said she's a diva in the house.
No, this is what I said.
And she said, I'm going to take away your Twitter account.
I wish she would. No.
She could punish you like a kid.
No, this is what happened. I went on Anderson Cooper and he asked who changed more diapers, and I said me, because I do.
Right.
And it's not like Mariah does way more stuff with the kids than I do. She just don't like changing diapers.
Well,
so I said that, and then this rumor in the Inquirer said that she was going to take my Twitter account away, like I was on punishment or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like,
no more internet for you.
Yeah, isn't that
But is that the hardest part about being married to a woman that successful? I mean, it's almost like, you've got your own success. Yes, but it's still like, oh, Nick, you're sort of marginalized. Mariah calls the shots. You're like a fucking asshole who kind of hangs out there and gets to occasionally. Yeah, I mean, seriously, I think I might get a little annoyed by that.
I mean, Howard, you hung out with us. It's not like that. It's like a normal, like, I don't see that. So when I hear that in the media, it's funny because it's not true. If it was true, something like that, it would really bother me. Like, oh, I got to be the man. It's like, my wife plays the position well.
And I got a glimpse of the two of you because you came over to my house for dinner. Yeah. And you guys actually are a very strong couple, and you speak your mind, and it's great to see you happy. But I do notice that Mariah's the show. She carries on constantly.
You know
it's
what
all about her, and you sit very quietly.
I always say when she turns hers on, I turn mine off.
You do. I saw it.
Whenever I have, my stages where I can do what I need to do, and when we're together, so there is no conflict. It's like, yo, I love my wife. I want her to shine wherever I am.
The fact
there's no competition with you.
Never. I don't even think I could compete with that. All that glamour and diva-ness.
Yes, but it is. But sometimes I think you're embarrassed by the diva-ness. Like, you get embarrassed by your wealth now. I see you get embarrassed.
Well, because I try to be a humble dude.
You were embarrassed to be renting a house in the Hamptons. You rented this fabulous house. You were embarrassed by you pull up in a fancy car. You're embarrassed by your wealth.
Probably not by the car so much. I like
the
cars.
car was beautiful. But I'm saying you are self-conscious. You cringe a little bit because you're doing a lot of fancy stuff you never thought you'd be doing in your life.
I mean, you have to deal with the same thing because we are people. Like, we like to be
to be of the people.
Of the people.
And to have to be like, all right,
I'm sick of being with the people. I was with the people my whole life.
But I try to downplay it, but sometimes you can't. So, but I want to be a regular dude. Like, I want to raise my kids in a regular way.
But is it particularly hard also for a black man? Because you know that a lot of brothers are looking at you and saying, oh, man, look at Nick. He's not one of us.
Oh, no, they're jealous. They wish they had.
Yeah.
I'm married to Mariah Carey. It's the greatest thing ever.
I get a lot of, when I run into friends that I grew up with, I grew up in a very poor neighborhood. They're like, well, look at you, big shot. But it's like you get a little bit embarrassed, yes?
I wouldn't say embarrassed is the right word. I mean, because you just want to be able to still do everything that you always done. You don't ever want to change because people automatically think like, oh, you think you this now, you that now, so you can't come hang with us no more. And I love I was at a LA mission the other day just hanging out outside with the people on like that. I'm that dude. Like I like doing
because
that.
isn't that necessary? If you're a stand-up comedian and you're going to produce show, you got to be in touch with people.
You have to. Soon, that's what happens to a lot of these comics, man. Like they get all of this money and then they go behind all of these big gates and lock the doors, and then they're no longer in touch with people, so they're no longer funny.
And when you say
that's what I think happened to Eddie Murphy, because Eddie Murphy won't make a peep now.
No, you can't find Eddie anywhere.
And he's man. I'm the biggest Eddie Murphy fan in the world, and I just want him to just come out and just talk shit to everybody.
Yeah, he doesn't do it anymore.
I think he's gonna come back though.
He went very Hollywood. He went very Hollywood.
I want him to come on my show. I do this show. I got a show on MTV called Wildin' Out that we're bringing back, and it's all about like the hip hop version of Whose Line Is It Anyway, and we just roast everybody.
Is Cat Williams going to be a part of it?
We want him to be.
I mean, has he gone berserk? He's gone berserk.
I wouldn't say berserk. That's a close friend of mine.
I know Cat.
And I want to go find him. Like I'm sending out a search party.
What's going on with him? I keep reading reports that he's starting fights with people. He's
whooping,
going nuts.
Like if you go to Cat Williams' show, you might get your ass whooped.
He started fighting with the people in the audience. He called them up on the stage and wanted to beat the shit out of them.
He hit somebody with a microphone.
He did. I know.
Right.
So
and the other day I read that he was on a 3-wheel motorcycle running from the cops. What is going on?
Hey, I want them. I don't know. I think it's another one of those things. I actually don't think it's drugs.
Right.
I think it's one of those things where I call it access to excess. When you give someone too much of something, whether it's power or something, they just spiral out of control until it no longer.
I mean, when the audience starts bringing bodyguards, it's crazy, right? It's a whole backward thing. You're right when you say that a reality show of you and Mariah would probably be the biggest show ever.
We would never do it, though.
I know that,
but it would be.
I mean, you've admitted to me that, I mean, on the air, that you make love to Mariah's music. That, in other words,
absolutely.
And you masturbate to Mariah's music
when she's not there.
That's unbelievable to me. I mean, you know what I like about you?
What's your favorite song?
Hero.
I thought she was singing that to me. You know how delusional I am? Robin and I once, after my movie came out, I received the Blockbuster Newcomer of the Year.
Right.
And I was 40-something years old. I was a Newcomer of the Year. And Mariah actually opened the show with Hero.
Right.
And she came out and she was singing. I said, Robin, she's singing it to me.
To you.
I guess that's a good singer. Makes you feel. No, I think she's really into me. She's singing
everyone
to me.
felt that.
Yeah, and I feel like such a douche because I realized she wasn't there.
Everyone was feeling the same way.
Your wife's out of town and you will masturbate to her.
Why not? Don't you masturbate to your wife?
Yeah, but not to her
just not a singer.
She cannot sing a lick. Although I think it's charming. But I mean, so you'll put on Hero and you will get some lotion.
I don't light candles and turn up. Sometimes you got to be reminded of what's at home.
I always would say to Howie and Sharon, I wonder what Nick does in his dressing room. Now I realize.
When you hear Mariah playing, it's going down.
But is it weird to make love to your wife while Mariah's music is going?
Nah, we don't. I mean, it's not like that's the thing. Like, really, I mean, you're married. You know how that goes. Sometimes there's special nights where you turn the music on, and sometimes it's the morning, you roll over and get it popping.
Has Mariah ever walked in on you jerking off to her music? Because I think she would divorce you. Has she actually seen that?
You don't think she would be turned on by that?
I don't know. Because I think about you. And
masturbate?
No. Only when you sing. I was thinking about you, and I was thinking about the list of.
Here you go.
No, the list of. I mean, it's got to be hard for Nick Cannon to be a married man on some level, because you were dating some of the. You were on a mad tear.
Yeah, I was getting it in, but you know what? I feel like my wife was. Like, that was it for me. Like, that was my dream girl. So all those other girls were great, but...
Was Mariah creeped out by you when she first met you, in the sense that you go, you're my dream girl? I used to have posters of you on the wall. I mean, because some women would be put off by that.
I think she liked it. I mean, the fact that, someone that... I admired her from afar. And then, I mean, if I was a creepy dude,
right,
probably. But the fact that I was truly a fan of hers, I mean, every entertainer loves someone who really appreciates their craft.
But that does wear off after a while,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
I mean, there had to be something real there. I mean, because if you're so enamored, if you literally were the little kid, gazing at her poster and stuff.
Right.
I mean, that can't last, that marriage, right?
No, I mean, but because that's the surface of it. But then once it kind of became about our real connection, then that's where it is.
Where were you in your life when you were dating Kim Kardashian? Where were you?
In a dark place.
Were you?
Nah. It was a great time. I was one of those dudes, man, that it was just...
women came easy to you.
And it was fun.
When you took off your shirt on AGT, who the hell knew this guy was so ripped?
I try to keep it on the low. Well, besides my Twitter page, I'm naked on there. But
because when I would watch you on America's Got Talent before I joined, I'd say, you know what? I think I could beat Nick's ass. I think I could really kick his ass. And I was kind of proud of myself. And then when I saw you with your shirt, I said, this motherfucker will beat the shit out of me.
They never see you coming. That's the best way.
You're a boxer too.
A little bit. I wouldn't call myself a boxer, but that's how I train.
But you would whip my ass very quickly,
Probably
right?
quickly, real quick.
Wow. Because you know what? You're very unassuming.
That's what my entire career is that. That's I like to play, play the back, and then when I get my opportunity, that's when I
It's true. People go, Nick Cannon, what is it? Meanwhile, you're building up. You got the radio thing. You got an empire going.
That's how you do it. Because if you try to throw it out there like, hey, look at me, then those are the people who fall the fastest.
And when a lot of people would probably look at you and go, oh, he can't get shit for girls and this, and then all of a sudden you're dating Nicole Scherzinger, who I think. Honestly, why,
Here we go.
How do you leave a girl like? I mean, is she such an asshole that
for
like,
Mariah?
You were dating Nicole.
Oh my!
And you went.
What do you mean? Oh my,
what do you mean,
Robin?
Oh my?
Well, I mean, for Nicole, it's an oh my.
Oh, I feel better.
I know. I actually feel horrible about that.
Did you?
The fact
You were
that you're
dating.
Bringing this up is really.
I didn't know you were dating Nicole and you met Mariah.
Yes. Well, I had already knew Mariah.
Were you in love with Nicole?
Nah, I wasn't in love, but I was in a deep state of likingness.
Oh, yeah.
Who was the one you got engaged on TV or something?
Who the hell
was
is
that?
Why y'all keep bringing up this stuff?
Who'd you get engaged on TV?
The Victoria's Secrets model.
Wow. So you were in love with her?
I guess I was in. I fall in love with being in love. Like I did this whole. I proposed to her in Times Square in front of the jumbotron. I'm a hopeless romantic. I don't know. I wanted to be in love with her, but
I'm in love with her. I don't even know who she is.
Exactly.
I mean, wow! What a tear you were on.
I was.
Who was?
But I was always respectful. I was honest. That's the thing you have to.
Were you getting a lot of pussy in high school?
I was a nerd in high school, but I knew how to talk to women.
But when you got the stand-up thing going and you started in show business,
I was always funny, and I always liked women that were older than me.
So you were with Kim Kardashian before all this fame of hers,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, right before.
How'd you meet a broad
before
like
the
that?
tape?
Who came first?
I met her like. It was. Well, Ray J had dated her, but nobody knew about the tape.
Like Ray J's the guy who fucked her on tape.
Yeah, and then like the whole tape thing kind of came out while
you were dating.
So
her.
I broke out and then got engaged to a Victoria's Secret model.
Well, let me understand this. You're dating Kim Kardashian,
right?
You knew that she went out with Ray J, but you're like, oh, no big deal.
He was my man. We was cool.
But all of a sudden, you're the guy she's dating when this tape comes out, and it's a porn tape.
Yo, how about this, right?
Yeah.
So we're in like Beverly Hills, and it's me and Kim, and then Ray J's across the street, and he looks at me and tells me like, because they're not speaking, and he's like, yo, I'm telling you, you think you're having a good time now, but all of that's about to change. And I'm thinking like he's warning me like she's crazy or something.
Right.
He's letting me know he's about to release this tape and the world's going to see.
Oh, my God.
But then I kind of, he's my friend. I took his advice and I was like, you know what, let me ease back off of this.
Well, before the tape came out, had you and Kim taped at all? Like, did you guys get into that? It would have been great. Like the Nick Cannon tape. So, you know what? I got to tell you, I would be exactly like you. If I'm dating a woman, and she's hot and all that, and all of a sudden a sex tape comes out of her, I'm out the door.
See, because
it would freak me out.
Yeah, it did that.
But is that hypocritical of us?
Yes, but come on. First of all, I was never in a relationship with her. We were just kind of
dating.
And then this was my issue. We talked about this tape, because yo, people are telling me you got a tape coming out, and she told me there was no tape.
Oh.
And that's so the real. If she might have been honest with me,
right?
Then I might have tried to hold her down and be like, "Look, that was before me, and she's a great girl." Because she is a great girl.
Right.
She's actually one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. But the fact that she lied and told me that there was no tape when there was a tape that came out, and I still think she might even had a part to play in it.
I do too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
She put it on. She told me I would never do anything like that. That would never happen. And then she was like, well, one time. And then she's like, but I still have it. And then
so she admitted it to you after it all came out.
After it came out.
And that was her way of getting famous in a weird way. She's the world's most famous porn star in a sense.
If
when you
want to
think
put
about it.
I think she's a great businesswoman, if you ask me.
Well, I think you're right. You know, I was saying on the air the other day, I never cared about Ryan Seacrest, but isn't it remarkable that he knew to take this girl and put her on TV? Because
Right.
why didn't
I could have produced that show.
Yeah, why didn't you?
I was going to. I was the one, like, because they have their family dynamic is actually really amazing, and that's why they've become so popular.
With Bruce Jenner.
Yeah,
and
I was like, yo, you guys need to do a show, and I had a
Did you say
deal.
that?
Yeah, I had a deal at the time and everything. But
you did?
Once we kind of went separate ways, I thought that would have been bad.
You mean to tell me when you were dating her, you realized, hey, this family should be on TV?
Absolutely.
How do you know that?
Because
she's a nobody, and you knew it.
Well, I mean, obviously you had the whole OJ thing, and then the fact that
The
they
Kardashian
were
name was known.
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah, and then they were just, she was Paris Hilton's best friend at the time, and
I
Paris was Artie. I was like, when are you guys doing the show about your family? I mean, Kris Jenner is an amazing
And you had
woman.
them signed?
Nah, we were all talking about it, and then the whole thing went the other way.
You
so
blew it.
I blew
And
it.
then
Well, I got other shows,
Yeah,
Howard.
but is that's one that got away.
That is one that got away. For the better, though, because I don't think I would be in the situation I am now, because my wife probably would have been like, I'm not messing with that dude.
Yeah, but isn't that a hard thing to produce? I mean, putting up with these families and the
when you're a television producer, there's a lot of stuff. There's some shows that we're developing
How
now.
many shows you got?
Right now we're kind of like half a dozen that we have going. So
I was involved in that, and I had a lot of shows in production. I had like 9 shows. And there was no way to make money with these shows.
You know what it is? It's about it's like obviously having the ability and the power in Hollywood, and then you get that one that's out of here, and that they need you, so then they have to pay you, and that's when the big bucks come.
Yeah, I put that all aside, but there's a show that I actually had developed, and then some studio just came to me and said, "Oh, we want to buy that." So I think I might get back into a little bit.
You and I want to produce with you, Howard. Let's make some TV.
Well, let's find. Why don't you fuck one of these Kim Kardashian types?
I can't
and
do
come
that
to it?
anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Or we could, since we're both married.
Yes.
We could both do something like that, like the married guys like day off or something.
But the Kim Kardashian. Then you go to Nicole Scherzinger?
Yeah.
She's the next girl you date?
Not the next
Where
one.
do you meet a girl?
Somewhere
How do you meet her?
L.A.
Oh, my God.
But I actually knew her for quite some time, too. It's a small community in L.A.
See, you're smart in a way, because I would fall in love with a girl like that, because she's so fucking hot to me. I mean, so there must be something wrong with her. Explain to me what it is.
Nothing wrong with her.
No, there's something that just flags something.
Maybe there's something wrong with Nick. How come we always say the
maybe
girl
there's something
has
wrong
that?
with
I'm just saying.
Be married man, I'm doing well.
Why do so many guys dump Nicole Scherzinger?
Oh,
I don't think they do. I think she's been in a relationship for quite some time.
Who's she
now.
with?
The race car driver dude.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is she incredible in bed? Or is she bad in bed, Nick?
It was a while ago, but it was
bad.
No.
What would it be?
She's good. Like
Is Kim Kardashian good?
Yeah.
She seems very loving.
She's very nurturing. Let's go there.
And Nicole what is the problem? Like, why didn't you fully commit to her?
It had nothing to do with the sex life. It was more about, I honestly fell in love with my wife. That's why I said
Where'd you meet Mariah?
I met Mariah, it was weird because, being a fan, people would always ask me, who's your celebrity crush?
Right.
And I would say Mariah Carey because that's that one where people would be like, you could never get her. And people would say that to me all the time.
I would have said it to you.
Like, yeah, Mariah,
Howard tried
Halle
to date her.
Berry,
Did
all
you
of
tell
those.
him that?
What is that?
Howard tried to date her.
I know you had a thing for her, and then it went bad.
It went sour. It didn't go well.
You guys start going at each other's necks.
Yeah,
so,
we did.
But yeah, I was in.
I was mad at her.
Yeah,
that was the
like,
sexual
she doesn't want me,
tension.
I'm out.
I still can't accept you got her.
Everybody join the club. So but it was one of those things where at an award show, she actually walked past me with her entourage, and was like, I heard all those nice things you've been saying about me. I was like, just give me a chance. I could prove to you.
How long did it take you to get into her pants?
Till we got married, man.
Bullshit. Is that true?
It.
Real talk. That's why it happens. I was so used to women just throwing it at me that the one time somebody held back.
She didn't. Hold it a second.
He's not being honest.
I put that on a stack of Bibles.
You swear to God?
I swear to God.
You didn't enter her until your wedding night?
Till the wedding night.
And
Get outta
she
here,
wanted to do
Nick.
that. But why would Mariah want that? Like, wouldn't she want to try out and see if there was chemistry between them?
Well, I think she kind of knew I was a sexy beast.
Are you guys very religious? Is that it? Is this a God thing?
We like to say spiritual, but it definitely that plays a part in it, especially when you're going in for a marriage. You want to do it right. I mean, I definitely think, marriage is something that is definitely anointed from God. So if you go into it the wrong way, so I appreciate. Now, of course, I was trying, but she was like, nah, I want to wait.
Crazy.
That might might be one of the reasons why we got married so fast.
What was how fast did you get married?
It was like a few weeks.
Was it really?
Yeah. I mean, it was like a
couple
month
of
and a
months?
half, 2 months.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You knew her a month and a half and you got married.
And I was like, I'm going in, Howard.
But did you trust yourself enough to really know her that well after a month and a half? Come on. I mean, that's a crazy.
I'll give you two things, because celebrities are crazy. So definitely there was like that crazy, like, hey, we're on top of the world, we can do anything we want to do. There was definitely that, but I feel like there was a solid foundation, like a real connection. Like, yo, I could spend the rest of my life with this woman. I would love for this woman to be the mother of my children.
It's a leap emotionally. Like, you just got to on faith, do something like that. But I bet you don't recommend. I mean, I bet you if your kids grow up and they say, we're going to marry someone after knowing them a month and a half.
I just met, yeah.
You would probably be the first one to say, don't do it.
Don't do it, because, I mean, that, like, as we all know, that wasn't the first time I was ever engaged.
Right.
So
But that's what I'm saying.
So, again, me being that hopeless romantic, that being in love with being in love, but I found someone that I was equally yoked with, that I was able to say, she loves the same things that I love in life, and I really wanted to make a marriage work, and she
did anyone in your life
that.
Did anyone close to you in your life come to you and say, hey, you're crazy? What?
Absolutely. Everyone.
Who said it? Did your dad say it?
My dad said it.
I met your dad, by the way. I had a long conversation with him.
You think my dad's crazy?
He's got some crazy fucking ideas.
Really?
He gets a hold of me in the parking lot, and this guy walks up to me, nice guy, he starts talking to me, and we're having a conversation. I didn't even know he was your dad, and we're just talking about shit, and he goes, listen, man, he goes, I'm going to tell you something. OJ did not kill that woman.
Oh my God! This is what he brings up.
So I'm going, hey, that all of a sudden triggers something to me. I go, what the fuck am I doing here with this guy? Who is he? I go, who exactly are you? What do you do here? He goes, well, I'm Nick's dad. I go, all right, let me understand you. So I'm gonna let me see.
I'll entertain this for a minute.
Because this might help me get to know Nick a little bit and understand where he's coming from. And I'm talking to this dad, and he's got. I mean, this guy's no bullshit artist. He's got facts, figures, like he's with the FBI.
Studies. My dad is one of those conspiracy theorists. Like, he's actually in his ministry. He's like the end of the world prophecy and an evangelist.
Do you think the world is ending, by the way?
Nah, I mean, on a spiritual level.
Does he think it's ending?
But he thinks it is. Like, I was a kid.
When's the next date that everything's going to end?
Like, we had water and Bibles and crosses. Like, I was that kid. So, but I mean, I understand it, and I definitely, think there's some validity there. But I don't.
He wouldn't let go of me. He was like, listen, man, I'm not bullshitting you. Get over here, and we start talking.
Why is OJ so important when the world's going to end?
Exactly.
To Nick's dad, it is like the most important
because
thing.
He gets in that thing, like, the black man and all of that, and it's.
Does your dad get annoyed when the world doesn't end? Like, is he like, what the hell?
I think
happened?
at this point, because every time it's supposed to end, it doesn't. So now he's kind of like, I'm not gonna say nothing until it happens. Then I can be like, I told you.
Yeah. Do you ever go up to him and go, Dad, like, can you get off this already? I mean, look, every time we thought it was happening,
he's not as bad anymore. Now it's like even though he's like, things are changing. You know what I mean? Just stay close to your word, and put God first, and whatever happens.
So when you were a kid, like, would your dad like literally like get like a bomb shelter somewhere and get set up with water and like canned goods and things?
Not that far, but it was crazy because he would be right about a lot of stuff. Like, I remember in like the mid 80s, he was telling me about this thing called the internet and the information superhighway, and this guy Al Gore, and then like to see oh my God, the guy he's about to be vice president, the guy with this internet thing. So he had some things right.
So even as crazy as you think your dad is, he knew not for you to marry Mariah after a week
in a
and
month.
A half.
Yeah, no. People
are you close with your dad, or do you see him as
me and my dad are real close. I mean,
does he drive you crazy in the sense?
Nah, not really. I mean, he's only like 17 years older than me, and was kind of in and out of my life my entire life. So we got this cool relationship where
You're not angry with him for being in and out of your life?
Nah. I mean, I don't hold grudges. I mean, if I was going to be mad at somebody for things in the past, I'd be mad at everybody.
Did he come back into your life when you were rich?
Nah. A lot of people think that, but that's not what really happened. My dad was always present, even when he wasn't physically present. I mean, I was raised a lot by his mother, and my parents were teenagers when they had me. So I spent some time living with my dad, like in my early, adolescent years and preteen years, And then, you know, he established some good stuff, and then I went back out and went on. By the time I was 16, I was on my own anyway.
I haven't found a guest in the last year who spent any time with their father. It's remarkable.
Or anybody. They've all been raising themselves.
Yeah.
But see, I think that says something about celebrities and, you know, yearning for
Crazy.
attention. And
Your dad is more like your older brother than
pretty much. I call my grandparents my parents. It's always been that way.
You supporting everybody? Are you supporting?
Supporting everybody, but when people need help, you help them out.
A lot of money.
But that's the purpose of having a lot of money. I mean, that's what I take pride in.
But can you say no to people? Can you say no?
Nah, I have a real problem saying no.
Your dad said no to you when you were young.
He didn't really say no, though, because he didn't have it. If he had it and was keeping it from me, then I'd probably be a little upset. But we was all broke.
Let me
nothing to go around.
Go back to this concept, Nick. By the way, we're sitting here with Nick Cannon, the host of America's Got Talent, and he's way more interesting than you knew, didn't it? Isn't it true? Now you get to know the real Nick.
I know, right? People.
And by the way, he does a great job on America. I've always said this. You do a great job on America.
Even before, it's interesting. Before you were on the show, you would like backhand compliment me. Like you would say I was doing all right, but then you would make fun of the way I talk.
Yeah, I make some fun of you.
But as you should. I got it. I was in on the joke.
But I really do appreciate what you do.
Thank you.
It's not an easy job. If you think it's easy, it's not.
Live television.
And what really moved me was when I saw you backstage with some of these little kids. And in a very real way, you know, people could grandstand with kids.
Right.
You don't do that.
Nah.
You walked up to the kid and you said, hey, things aren't so bad. And you spoke to him like an adult.
Yeah.
And it was real. And a couple of kids were really upset that you don't even see on TV.
Right, right.
And I saw you spend some time with them, and you were very, very kind to them, and very much thinking of them and not yourself.
Because this is what it's about. Like, I could care less about the cameras when it's that time, especially when you see some of these parents are a little creepy.
Yeah.
You kind of got to connect with the kid. Because I was there. I was a kid that was on these talent show circuits. And,
Who put you in that? Your dad?
My dad. Yeah.
There he is again.
But I thank him for it.
He had a theory.
But you have to let them know this is not the end of the world, because they play it like $1 million. This could change their life, and they're hearing that all day long, and then they get on stage and they don't do well, so they think they're failures. And you got to talk to them and connect with them. You're like, this is a television show. You're more than this.
I saw you do it, and you did a beautiful thing. And I got to tell you something. I really was a little bit rocked there when I made that kid cry.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mo Money. I'll never forget Mo Money.
Right,
kid.
no one will ever forget.
You know, I said to Robin the other day, it's good because that kid was 5.
Right.
This year he'll be 6 if he comes back. I won't feel so bad making him cry. 5's a little young. 6.
He's a little tougher.
But you know, I went in there. Listen, if a parent's going to put a kid out there, what am I going to do?
It's the parent's fault.
Someone's got to tell the kid he has no talent.
I love the fact that kids come on the show, but when you see these parents, these stage moms, and it gets a little scary. So I try to connect with the kid. Like, look, there's other things in the world that are more important than you dancing on this stage.
So get back to this for 1 second, because I want to clear this up, because my audience will never forgive me if I don't.
All right.
You say you didn't have sex with your wife until you married her, which is remarkable in this day and age.
Right.
But certainly there's a courtship that goes on for a month and a half, and obviously you make out and stuff.
Yeah.
But do you get to finger her, or does she give you a hand job?
None of that.
What?
None of
Nothing.
that.
You didn't get a hand job or a blow job before.
Nah,
so you didn't even know if your wife was good at blow jobs.
No, I mean, but it was Mariah Carey. I could care if Mariah Carey gave a bad blow job, I'm still going in. Like,
Really?
It's like, like I didn't care. In my mind, like, I'm with it.
Your penis doesn't know it's Mariah Carey.
Either way, it's one of the most beautiful women to ever walk the planet.
Were you nervous your wedding night? Because here you're saying you did kiss.
I was excited.
Did you feel her up before the wedding?
Yeah,
a little bit.
You know, you make
over
out
the shirt.
Yeah, it was only over the shirt.
You never even touched her under the shirt.
Nah, but see, that's the thing.
Wow, this is so spiritual.
It was so different because, you know, my other, because, you know, we were jet setting and traveling and stuff, so I would be back home, like, be other chicks and stuff like that, but this was the one woman that was like, yo, none of that's going down. Did you feel like
maybe she could even be gay or something?
Nah, none of that. I knew what her values were, and I knew what, you know, when you think about my wife and, like, you know, her being married at a very young age for some time, so she went from really being a child to being married, and then had never experienced all of that craziness.
Does she badmouth her first? Does she badmouth her first husband?
Not at all.
Not at all. You don't hear that.
Not at all. We never even talk about it. Never comes up.
Right. That's not an issue.
Yeah.
It's
Like speaks highly of him when as a businessman and how he ran records and all that.
Does she say, "Oh, but your penis is so much bigger"?
Absolutely. Absolutely. She better say that.
But you know what's weird about what you're saying in this day and age? I mean, not even. I mean, so there you are on your wedding night.
Right.
And it really is a true wedding night in every sense of the word. And Mariah walks out. Is she in a special outfit on your wedding night?
Absolutely. My wife, she has a lingerie closet. Like, that's her thing. Like, when it's time to get sexy, it goes down.
Really? So you know when she wants it?
Oh, yeah.
She'll walk in the room, Nick?
The lingerie, I told you, the music, the
Hero
candles.
goes on, that's it.
All that. Rainbows. It's crazy.
and she can arrange for rainbows? That is big.
She's very wealthy. So she walks in the room.
Yes.
High heels on, the whole look.
The whole shebang.
I love that.
Best night of my life.
Okay, so she walks in on the wedding night. She's in her trousseau.
Yes.
And if there is such a word.
Yes.
And so,
I don't know what that is, but
I don't
she was
either.
in it.
And she walks in, and it would have been great, though, if she pulled down her pants and had a penis or something. It would have been great.
Man.
You know what I mean? It would have been great. But, or she had no vagina. Like, something weird. Like,
yeah, she was like a Barbie doll.
Were you nervous on your wedding night?
I was excited. So it was just, obviously, it was the most amazing day ever. And then, we were in our house in the Bahamas and stuff, and I was like, yo, this is
Was the
paradise.
sex awkward?
Nah, not really.
Really?
Obviously, when it
first time
took a minute to get going, but that's what they.
And did you say to yourself, "Uh-oh, I made a mistake" for just a brief second when it was awkward?
Nah, you just got to make sure. I had to make sure everybody, the situation was comfortable. So I did everything I needed to do to make sure it was right.
Were you able to satisfy your wife to orgasm the first time?
On the first time,
you were.
How does he know?
Yeah, what you mean? How do I know, Robin? It's the reaction.
Is that true?
See, Robin, you and I got to talk about.
But is that true? I have been with women. I have been with some beautiful women where you get into bed with them and there is absolutely zero chemistry.
Now I'm a younger man than you are, Howard, but I'm going to have to school you real quick.
Please.
When a woman has an orgasm, everyone in the room knows.
Is she that loud?
Not even about being that loud. It's just what really happens to the woman's
physically,
body.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to get them to a point where they can't even walk to the bathroom after.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I believe that of you. I see the physical shape you're in.
I don't stop until the mission is complete.
So you can hold out for a half hour?
Yeah.
With Mariah Carey, you can hold out a half. That's an insult.
But this is because it's the process. Like, see, people think it's all about the action. It goes from the foreplay all the way to the very end.
But I've been with women. They say, "Give it to me hard." And I'm like, well, how am I going to do that? You know what I mean?
Eventually you get to that. You know what I mean? It's all about you warm it up, and then when it's time to go in. And
but when you're thrusting, and I asked a guest this yesterday, and help me, and don't be a joke about it.
Absolutely.
When you're thrusting that rapidly,
right?
And because the woman, in order to get off, she needs it rapidly,
right?
How do you keep from just exploding?
It's always about a timing thing, and I actually don't think it's all about just like to give a woman an orgasm about the rapid thrusting. Yeah. It's about the build up. It's anything. It's like that as an entertainer. You can't just give them all your best punchlines right there, and you build them up, you work them up, you get them excited. Once she's excited, then you go in for the rapidness, and by that time, you've had so much time of the whole excitement is there, and you there to work. You ain't got to worry about.
Because I start to shift around just a little bit of movement, and everything happens. Explodes.
See, because that's the problem.
Yeah.
You're thinking about your movement. If you think about, let me please her, let me make it all about her, then you're no longer thinking about you, and then you could go all night if you need to.
Wow, I've never experienced that.
You've never stopped thinking about you.
Stop thinking about yourself, Howard.
You compare it to
Think
comedy.
about the woman.
I do my closing joke immediately.
Exactly.
You go right to my best stuff. I don't like to hold back.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's why you got to treat an audience. If you just go out there and just say, oh, yeah, I'm here, they're like, yo, he's giving me too much too fast, and then you throw off it. But if you work yourself into it, and by the time you get there, you hit them with the finale.
Nick, we need a superstar in America's Got Talent.
Yes.
We really do.
The dogs, were you really, come on, let's
told you,
all bullshit aside, were you happy with the dogs winning?
I thought the dogs were a great act. But I do not think that they should have won. I was rooting for Tom Carter, the comedian. He was terrific.
That would have been so much better for you, because you would have been able to be like, I found a person that is a legitimate star. You can't bring the dogs on your show and interview them.
Well, many times the producers would even say to me, you don't want to sit there and tell the audience who to vote for. But why can't I tell the audience who to vote? I want to say I
thought that's what you were going to do.
I did do that, but the audience didn't listen.
You did a great job of that. I think people have to really watch how you were an amazing judge, like better than any of these other judges. Because one, you were extremely honest. You never pulled back, even when it came to the
kids,
6-year-old kids, and you gave real constructive advice. It wasn't like, oh, you're cute or change your outfit. You were like, yo, you should do this. You should be more topical. You should, and it made all of the acts better, and you made it difficult to choose from. And the one act that you couldn't give criticism to was the dogs, and they're the ones that end up winning.
Well, I felt like I could be. I really thought I could make a difference and be like a mentor. But you even talk about the way people dress and stuff. I was talking about this morning. The song Rihanna has a #1 hit right now.
Yeah,
it's the Diamond song.
Shine bright like a diamond.
A woman named Sia wrote that.
Diamonds in the sky.
Right.
I played a track today of this woman, Sia, singing her own song. She does a beautiful job.
Right.
But the reality is, she's probably a woman in her 40s or 50s.
Right.
She's not particularly glamorous like Rihanna. She probably sings it just as good as Rihanna. And I sometimes want to say to these kids, it is show business. You do have to have a look.
It's about being a star. You got to stand out.
I'm going to be way more honest this year.
You have to. Well, you're honest enough, but even if you go in and kind of, I would think, and that's why I'm really excited that you came back, because these judges on television, especially, like, they're more concerned about their own career.
I don't care about that.
You've made it. You're the best at what you do, and people should only be, like, they should be grateful to hear you give them advice. So I think we'll find a star this time.
I think so, too. I'm really committed to this.
Oh, it all depends on what they bring you, though.
But no, that's the thing.
They better bring us somebody good.
Yeah. It's so many people. And like, what are you looking for, Howard? Like, are you looking for a band? I heard you said a magician.
You know what? I thought it was really weird last year. I was looking for a band, and we ended up finding a good one. It was that guy with the earth harp, that weird sort of instrument, and he started putting it together with a band. We saw that guy grow.
Yeah.
He deserved to win, too.
He did, and it's all about, because, it's middle America. What are they really looking for? Because the people in New York and L.A., we have different tastes than
I might go on America's Got Talent and say point blank, people in Middle America, I'd prefer you didn't vote. I'm going to be honest with you. I've had enough of your bullshit. You picked a bunch of fucking dogs. What's wrong with you?
It's true.
Nick, speaking of Rihanna,
yes,
a good friend of yours, and part of being famous is that you have great celebrity friends.
Absolutely.
You mentioned Will Smith and JD. You're over there. You're hanging out. Chris Brown is a friend of yours.
Good friend of mine.
Now, how do you deal with that? I had a friend. I'm going to tell you something.
Do you ever, for a moment, have a question as to whether you should keep this friendship?
Nah, why? I can't judge him. I talked to him right after that happened.
Right.
And I felt bad for him because I feel like the media, he because he was searching for his friends. You know what I mean? Because everybody was like, oh, and I came out, I was like, there's never any reason to ever put your hands on a woman.
Right.
But Chris Brown is not a monster that the media is making him out to be. And I stand by that today. I talk about that in my stand-up.
Well, how do you know that?
One, because I know him.
Right.
And then two, it's like, look, this is my thing. If we're going to kind of create a monster out of every celebrity that's involved in domestic violence and all that stuff, then we got to be mad at Sean Penn. We got to be mad at Tommy Lee.
I am.
No,
we
you're
are.
not.
I am. We are.
But
absolutely am.
So many, but those people, we can almost like forget about Charlie Sheen, and we kind of praise Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen shot somebody, didn't he?
But like, we forget, like, entertainers are crazy. So why are we putting them up on a pedestal anyway? Of course, we don't want to glamorize it, but he's not a monster.
He's not.
No, he's a young man that needed help at the time, and he was searching for someone
to reach out. How did you help him?
One, by just being a friend, and then two, like, just don't. It's not fair for us to put him in that sense. I mean, I think like him going on Larry King with a bow tie on, that's ridiculous. Like somebody he got neck tattoos and a bow tie. That's a fashion faux pas right there.
You would have advised against that.
Don't do that.
Don't change your whole personality. It's like a guy goes to court and all of a sudden he looks like he's 12 years old. Right?
So, but the thing was, he needed direction.
Right.
And I think he's on a great path now, but I don't think he's a monster. And I think.
But Nick, would you let your daughter date a guy who hit her?
Absolutely not.
Right.
That's my daughter.
Right.
Like, so.
And you would never talk to that guy again?
I would.
If Chris Brown
if Chris Brown hit my dog, he's not living anymore.
Right, exactly.
That's right. Yeah.
But that's how I would deal with the situation. Some people would think that's not the best way for me to deal with it, but I know that situation was a horrible situation. It should have never happened. It should have never been glamorized in the media. But I feel like everyone latched onto it and saw this situation said, "Oh, we're gonna capitalize off of it." When
But don't you think Rihanna's weird for staying with the guy?
She's in love, Howard. There's young girls fall in love all the time.
If she was my daughter, I'd say to her, "I'm not allowed. I'm going to lock you up in a cage and never let you out."
There must be some issues there. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to dig a little deeper to figure out. You can't blame all of this on just one person on one side. There's something going on that, it's a situation. We all have our issues. We all need some sort of counseling, and they need help. And if they have that connection, let them find it.
So you hang out with those two, huh?
I mean, not as of recently. I haven't. I see Chris a lot. I see, but they're doing what they do.
All right, give me the over/under when he'll explode again.
No, I don't think he's not exploding. It's like, why does it have to be exploding?
She's going to do something wrong.
And you think he's going? I think he'll never lay his hands on another woman
you think
ever
he learned
again.
His lesson, yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Let's
the thing.
hope.
But think about it. He was in a situation where he saw someone abusing his mother as a child. Like, that's someone who needs help. That's not someone who we just put out there and every time we interview and we talk about hitting a woman. Like, that's
we have to help everybody?
Yes, Robin. We do. That's why we're here, to help each other.
Oh, that's why we're here?
Yes.
I thought it was to eat really good dinner.
Criticize and point fingers.
I thought it was to just bash people on the radio.
I want you to come on Wild 'N Out. I want you to come.
What is Wild 'N Out?
Wild 'N Out. It's an improv comedy show where we bring celebrities on and we just wild out.
I don't want to do that, Nick.
You would be great.
No,
you're so quick and witty to improv.
I don't like it.
All your listeners, I can feel them now. They're like, "Yo, Howard would be amazing on Wild 'N Out."
I'm just afraid of Cat if he shows up. I can't handle it.
I'll separate you two.
For additional audition dates and to pre-register, go to agtauditions.com.
Yes.
That's very important.
Absolutely.
Nick also has a radio show.
Yes.
You do the countdown.
Cannon's Countdown.
Cannon's Countdown.
Yeah.
That's going on.
I'm coming for Ryan Seacrest. All of that.
You believe
my countdown show is better than his.
You want to be more successful than him?
I am more successful than Ryan. He might be making more money than me right now, but I mean that's the thing. People always compare us, and I love him, but I think I do a little bit more.
How many Twitter followers do you have?
I don't have as many as Ryan Seacrest.
No, seriously, isn't it like something like
4 million?
4 million.
Yeah.
That's bigger than a radio audience in many respects. That Twitter is very powerful.
Yeah, I'm trying to get more though.
You want to get more?
I want like 8 million at least. That's what I'm trying to get.
Is Mariah like an American Idol? Is she digging this?
I think she likes it. She likes the idea.
I feel she doesn't like it.
It's like she doesn't like all of that drama. She's like, I didn't sign up to be on Basketball Wives or Love and Hip Hop.
Right.
Like, she wants to be there to help people and find a new star like you do. Like, imagine like if you came on the show.
Go ahead.
And then I was like, man, fuck Howard Stern. He ain't shit. Like, and then you'd be like, what? I didn't sign up for this. Like, I'm trying to fight you and all of that.
Is that
stuff.
what's going on?
I think it's all calm now because I think they recognize that's not good for the Nicki Minaj brand either.
Do you get like crazy when you see your wife being attacked like that?
My first instinct, because I talk a lot of shit. Like, so I wanted to get out there and get in it, but right. Cooler heads prevailed. And like I let them handle that. And I always say my wife is the strongest, classiest woman in the world, so I knew she would handle it properly. But I want Nicki Minaj on Wild 'N Out too. Like, let's go.
Do you think that they're going to show all of that on TV? Because that was during tape segments. Do you think they'll show this? Battle?
I think now when they see that like it got all the attention that they wanted, but they don't want to take the attention away from what the show is really about. So I think they'll produce it properly. They'll allude to it, but they'll never go in and show.
I think you were surprised Mariah actually agreed to do American Idol because you even said at the time they couldn't afford her.
I didn't think and I think a lot of it has to do with, she's doing a new album right now, and it's just the timing is perfect. But if you would ask my wife, 2 years ago or something, like, would she do American Idol? She'd be like, nah, but it's that timing is right.
It's an excellent venue for introducing new music and all kinds of stuff.
I think also she's excited because people don't know how great of a songwriter she is, or they always talk about the diva and the performer, but she produces every one of her albums and she writes all of her songs, and it's like,
where does she write them? She ever write them in front of you?
Yeah, she writes them at home. We got a studio at the house.
How does that work out though? Like, I mean, does she walk around with like a piece of paper and start writing?
She has a recorder, and then she'll go in the studio and shut the door and write, and she carries her notebook and she writes. So she's an amazing writer.
She'll be like,
yep, that exact note.
Is that it? Nicki Minaj would never be invited over to your house for dinner, though.
Not anymore. No. Maybe. I mean, before, like, they were cool, and then she kind of exploded.
Yeah, I don't think she was expecting to have another woman on there. I think she was going to be
my wife didn't expect it.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. See, this is where I've talked about this a few times too. I think it's unfair that she signed on thinking, even if you saw the season before, it was Jennifer Lopez and
2 dudes.
Yeah.
Steven, Tyler, and Randy. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's like, oh, yeah, I'll get, and that's how they sold it to her. They kept saying, you're the star of the show. You're the centerpiece. We're so grateful to have Mariah Carey. You're going to re-energize the show.
Right.
And then they introduce another female at the last moment. That was dishonest of the network. So I think.
Did she tell them that? Did she say, hey, come on, guys?
Absolutely. And they were like, well, we didn't.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry.
And then she goes on set, and the next thing you know, she's getting the shit beaten out of her.
Exactly. She was like, see, I did not sign up for this.
Was Mariah afraid for her life? But when she came home to you,
my wife's a gangster. I don't think she was worried about that.
Come on.
She was afraid for her brand. When you think about it, it's like, why should anyone have to put themselves in that situation to where you're talked down to, you're disrespected, and especially someone of my wife's caliber, You know
what's weird? They went to all this trouble to get her, and they probably had to woo her like crazy.
Yeah,
and
The Voice, everybody wanted her.
And then they stick her in with Nicki Minaj out of the clear blue and don't even, and sort of blindside her with it.
Yeah. It's like, they said, I heard a radio DJ say this, it's like, they said they had the filet mignon, and they just doused it with ketchup.
It's bait and switch.
Yeah.
I mean, they represented one thing. It's hard for her. I wonder if she'll even if it's successful as hell, I wonder if she'd do it again because she feels betrayed.
She feels like a lot of people, they led her the wrong way. But I think she's going to make the best of it, and she's going to be an amazing judge. And, I think they figured it out at this point. I think it's fine. And,
Is she exhausted from it?
Nah, she loves it.
She loves it.
She loves being able to connect with the fans and inspire young performers.
Howard, you're the only one who gets exhausted.
Oh, I'm exhausted already. We haven't even started.
He's already complaining about AGG.
I was like, I don't know if Howard's coming back because this is a lot on him.
Well, because when you do those morning hours,
man,
that anything that goes on at night feels like torture.
Absolutely.
And so I really enjoy doing the show. I enjoy working with you. It's great. I love the idea of it, and I love the show.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, what the hell am I doing in my life?
Yeah.
And I imagine Mariah's like that because she's got 2 little kids at home.
So she does. And even in that whole Nicki Minaj thing, like she actually said, it's like, I could be at home with my kids right now. You're keeping me from my kids and I'm
having a bad time.
Yeah, like that's like, you don't want to ever do that. So I think they figured it out, and my wife has prioritized knowing that like family's first, and the schedule isn't that grueling yet, but we'll see what happens when they get to the live shows.
Is your dad allowed to talk to Mariah?
I kind of monitor that.
Yeah, like you don't leave him alone with her, do you?
Never. I even talk about that in my stand-up. I'll be like, hey, Dad, you got to chill, man.
Yeah, right.
Like,
I mean, imagine him coming over and start doing the whole OJ rap and everything. It's crazy.
And then, because my wife is my wife, so she's, my dad be like, man, your wife look beautiful. Hey, man, chill with calling my wife beautiful.
Yeah, I know you like my older brother, but calm the fuck down. Well, I tell you, it's wonderful.
Does she have any friends? What is he doing?
Yeah, like you
dating.
Put me up with one of Mariah's friends, son. No.
It must be a crazy life, though. Nick, it must be a wild life.
It's fun, man. It's a blessing. It really is. I'm having the best time.
You hang out with like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, or
they're weird.
They are.
No, I don't know them.
I don't know. I wonder. I mean,
have you ever hung out with them?
No. I mean, I saw him.
Met
once.
him in passing.
I saw him at Brad Gray's wedding for 2 seconds.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to find normal people in entertainment.
Who's your most normal Hollywood friend?
You.
Beside me.
I'm trying to think. Because what do you like? Like the people I came up with, like Kevin Hart, who's doing amazing now as a comedian. One of my best friends ever. Like we're doing a mock reality show right now called Real Husbands of Hollywood, and we make fun of all of that. But I think I don't know who's the most normal.
Big Hollywood celebrity friends.
I consider Will Smith normal.
Will Smith?
I think he's normal. Like I think sometimes people take his little sound bites and take them out of context, but he's a normal dude.
Nick and I will definitely be back on America's Got Talent.
Yeah,
that's right.
And some hot chick on there too.
Some hot chick.
What if they put a hot chick next to you?
She could give me and Howie handjobs.
Nice. Now that's ratings.
No, whether from
a family
Howie
show.
says
what
if it's 2 chicks and Howie's not back?
Hey,
You're
you on to something right there.
That's right.
That could be. That's
You're
not on
the-
television right now.
What if it was
you in the middle, two beautiful chicks on
What
the
are
side?
you going to tell Mariah if it's Nicole Scherzinger?
I hope not. That would be.
How about if the two judges are Kim Kardashian and Nicole Scherzinger? That'd be good.
Oh man, that'd be a tough show.
Well, I'm looking forward to working with you
Nick's
again.
always backstage.
Yeah,
That's
I've
right.
never come out.
Have you taped any promotional pieces with Howie's name in it yet?
Nah,
No.
not yet. Are you alluding to you think Howie might not be on the show?
I think he will be. I actually do.
He was here yesterday.
Howie said he hasn't been asked.
He said he hasn't heard a word.
Is
But
that
he
why
says
he said he was depressed? Is that why?
He's depressed because he's just on antidepressants.
Oh, okay.
You know, he's just.
I
a
love
mess.
Howie.
Me
He's
too.
one of the best to ever do it.
I think he's terrific.
Yeah,
I
so.
do. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I'll be there with you.
You and I will be there.
And we're pros.
Maybe you two will be the
I'll tell you
judges.
Maybe it
what.
should just be us.
Hey, I'm fine with that.
You and every judge seat.
Yeah, I'm telling you that would not. The New York Post ran a great picture of me
I
and
saw
every
that.
judge. I like that.
That was awesome.
Yeah, believe me, I have no time for those other judges. I don't even care about what they have to say.
Absolutely.
I heard they might bring 4 judges, which would be
That's too
insufferably.
much.
It's too much.
I heard Simon say that last year, and I was like, nah, that's not a good idea.
How about 19 judges? We just sit there all day and judge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How about one contestant and 500 judges?
There, that's it. I like it, Robin. Now you're on to something. All right, anything you want to say?
Nah, man, except for we need to get you on Wildin' Out. That's what it's about.
All right, well, let me see what's happening.
We'll see what it is. At least stop by. We're shooting in New York this year.
Is that right?
January. Howard Stern, Wildin' Out could be amazing.
Yeah, God only knows what that would be.
Just got come. It's the
You
hood,
think I'm
though.
complaining
It's
now.
real hood. So,
Listen,
but you
who knows
from the
more-
hood.
Who knows more about the hood?
Roosevelt be representing
That's
up
right.
in there.
Ask Eddie Murphy about the hood. We're both very glad to be away from that hood. If we never see that hood again, we'll both be very, very pleased men.
Nobody's going
We
home.
can get you and Eddie on Wildin' Out and be the Roosevelt episode.
Well, Flav still lives there, you know.
Well, Flav is a gangster.
That's it. Yeah, but he doesn't want to leave the hood. I do. I still have nightmares about the hood.
I mean, because it wasn't a good experience for you.
No.
You grew up like me, like you got beat up in school and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But it makes us better people.
But I was
it makes us stronger.
I was the outcast. I was the white guy in an all-black neighborhood.
But that's usually that turns out for the better because you get all the swag.
Oh yeah, sure.
Like you get all the black swag, but you still get the privilege of being a white man.
Nah, it was bad.
It went the other way.
Yeah, I would try to date black girls.
Right.
And
you're still kind of attracted to like girls with big asses and stuff.
well,
Come on,
no,
because
but
that's
the
how you
girls,
grew up.
No, the girls would be like, we'll get our asses kicked. What are you, fucking crazy? Blah 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 blah. Yeah, it was a nightmare.
But still, it was your experience, Howard.
Yes.
It made you the man that you are today.
Me. That's right.
Exactly.
Look at me. Look at the man.
Yeah, what would have happened if you had gotten all
I know.
those
What if you
girls?
went to an all-white school?
I did. My parents moved to a white school, and I was even more of an outcast. I was like, these fucking white people, they're weird. I hadn't been exposed to white people before, and they were just fucking crazy.
Yep.
And
see?
I couldn't talk
Now
in
you know what we
class.
go through.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it horrible being black in a white world? I mean, I can't take it. I'm moving back to Africa. All right, look. Enough. You had enough fun here.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Now you go out and work out for the next 7 hours.
Exactly.
So you can have an 8-pack. You can embarrass me on that show because I have no pack. All right. Nick Cannon, everybody.
Yes.
Check him out on America's Got Talent and everywhere else that you see him.
Yeah.
And soon to be giving first looks to NBC on all of his projects. All right, we'll be back right after these words. Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
Nick.
Yes.
May I talk to you for a brief moment?
Okay.
All right. You know firsthand how much work goes into doing your own radio show.
Absolutely.
So what do you, in your opinion, what do you think makes Howard so great at his craft?
That he's just him, man. He just comes in and he's honest, he's open, and he's himself. And like obviously all the bells and whistles around him, like he's in control. When you feel like somebody's in control, that's when you know they're doing their job well.
You can hear his confidence through the airwaves.
Absolutely.
Speaking of confidence, he grew in leaps and bounds during his first season at America's Got Talent.
You think so?
A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, because at first it's the nerves that can shake you,
right.
And then once you get over the nerves, then you get to be who you are. So he probably like just the whole idea of being on television and what to do and all of that. And then once he kind of threw that out the window, he was the regular Stern that you get here every day.
Is there anything you think he can improve upon for season number 2?
Nah, man. I'll just keep bringing what he brought last year. Being honest, not caring how old the contestants are, what they're doing, just looking for that new star.
All right, man.
Cool.
Thanks a lot.
No doubt.
Hi, Hi.
Mr. Mandel.
Hey.
Nice to see you,
Good
sir.
morning. It's good to be here.
It's been a long time.
It has been a while.
How are you today?
I feel good. I'm not tired. It's a long day. I'm supposed to have like a makeup person here.
Oh, she's right in here.
Hi, are you my makeup person? Have you washed?
Well, I have
You know, you have anti what?
antibacteria hand sanitizer.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just, I'm a germaphobe. I don't know, but they're gonna. I always like to wear makeup on the radio because I want to sound like I look good.
It's very important.
It is. How are you? No, I'm doing a lot of things, so I don't have time to do makeup. Hi, what's your name?
Anna.
Hi, Anna. I was just giving you a hard time.
Oh, okay.
I know. So, are you going to start now?
Yeah, you could sit here if you want.
I will. I'll sit wherever you want me to sit.
Do you mind if I talk to you during this
Please
process?
talk to me during the process. Is this a process?
I don't know.
It's going to be a process?
No.
Look, she's sanitizing. Thank you, Anna.
No problem.
For whatever it's worth, I don't think you need any makeup, sir.
Are you flirting with me?
A little bit.
No, I need makeup. We're going from here to the Today Show, and then I'm going over to Kelly and Michael, and then I'm doing Hoda and Kathy, and then I'm getting on a plane and I'm doing The Voice, and then my show premieres tonight. I'm doing a
Take It All.
Take It All.
Premiering tonight.
Premiering tonight. It's an event. It's a 6-day event. Do you realize I'm involved in an event?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
Well, I mean, I read the schedule.
You read the schedule. You said that you were going to talk to me during the process.
I'm
Are
sorry.
you going to be speaking out loud?
I get a
am
little.
I supposed to?
I get a little flustered.
Am I supposed to be?
It's been a while. I haven't seen you in a while, and I sometimes I choke.
Were you talking to me and I wasn't hearing?
No. I was thinking of my next question, and I'm realizing how slow-witted I am.
That's
as
so
this happens.
weird. I was thinking of my next answer. I hope they match.
Well, I was going to say you're a bit of a press warrior today, and it all starts here with
It always begins.
your fellow co-host.
It starts here.
Mr. Howard Stern, your co-judge, I should say.
Co-judge. I sat on the plane coming here. I'll tell him, but with Carrie Ananaba. Carrie Ann Ananaba. How do you say her name? How do you say her last name? I know her name's Carrie Ann.
I can't pronounce it
Do you
either.
know who I'm talking about?
I believe so.
The judge from Dancing with the Stars.
Okay, yes.
Carrie Ann. I think it's Inaba. Carrie Ann Inaba. I think. So the whole 5-hour flight, we were just sitting together, just just judging. What do you think of the Peanuts? Peanuts. You judged everything. Look how my seat reclines. Is this a good pillow? What do you think of the movie? What do you think of the people in 16D?
So today's all about Take It All, but do you anticipate some America's Got Talent discussion as well?
Oh, come on.
I think
you think he'd bring that up?
I'm 50-50. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. Like I said, though, I'm pretty...
You only think it's 50-50 that he's going to ask about America's Got
Yeah,
Talent?
yeah. That's my best.
Then you're stupid.
And I'm here every day, and that's my best estimate. That he'll only talk maybe
Then you are
50-50.
stupid.
I am very slow-witted.
I'm sorry. Slow-witted is the term.
It's politically
You're
correct.
stupid. I'm sorry. You don't want to be called stupid.
No.
You want to be
That would be
referred to
insulting.
as slow-witted.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll
That
just
im-
call you SW.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, HM. SW signing out here. I'll let you get to the man himself. You look ready to roll. You look ready to roll.
You can't tell if she's finished. How do I
One
look?
second, one more.
How do I look?
Beautiful.
Beautiful? That's what you've done to me?
Well,
Beauty? I'm beautiful? I'm stunning. I'm stunning.
All right, let's go to Howie.
So you know how Howie's like insane? So he just told me he's here, then he goes to Today Show, then he goes to Kelly and Michael, then he goes to Kathy and Hoda, and then he gets on a plane to do the talk, which I think is live.
You know what? Someone at AGT told me Howie was really got to him, the traveling to New York for the show. But I'm like, look at the amount of travel.
Well, the other thing
travels all the
is
time.
he does gigs every week, and so maybe in addition to...
Maybe, I don't know, but why would that be the one piece of travel that bums him out?
All right, Howie Mandel is here. Howie, it's so good to see Howie because I feel Howie
You've
and
missed him, haven't you?
I have missed Howie. Let me see him. He looks different. I do miss you. No, I'm just kidding. You're not, this is outside of AGT. I'm used to seeing you at the judging panel.
No.
Look at you. You look good. You're in shape.
I'm in shape. The shape that I've chosen.
I love Howie. I really do. And what is going on, Howie? Honestly, what is happening?
Are you coming back?
AGT. I was having a hard time deciding. Because of all the travel.
But what does Howie have to do?
Because of all the travel.
Yeah, I had to travel to Jersey.
Through a tunnel.
It took me like an hour and a half.
I said this to you when we were on the air. It was very funny because Sharon and I last year would, we're neighbors. So we would go to the airport, we'd get on a plane, we'd fly for 5 hours, they'd drive us into the city, we would get changed at the hotel, then we'd have to go drive through the tunnel, go to Jersey and do the show, and we would walk into the building, and you would walk in exasperated.
Exhausted,
going, can you believe there's traffic?
I know. It's crazy. And you know what? I realize now how insensitive that was of me, because really you guys...
And then they would say to us, because Sharon and I had dressing rooms on either side, you would come in and go right to meditation and sleep.
So they took an hour trip.
Right. And they would say, shh, he's resting. Don't wake up. He's resting. We just traveled like 8 hours.
Well, I couldn't figure out how you weren't resting. I would be in a coma.
You know what I'm doing today?
Yeah, you're insane.
Howie's
promoting a new TV show, a game show. But before we get to that,
we won't talk about it.
I will talk about it. But you're promoting it. You're leaving here.
Right.
Then you go to the Kelly Ripa show.
No, the
Today Show.
Today Show.
After the Today Show, you go to the Kelly Ripa show.
It's not called Kelly and Michael by you?
Kelly and Michael. What do I know?
Yes.
And then you're hopping on a plane.
No, then Hoda and
Kathy Lee
hopping on a plane, doing The Voice.
The Voice?
Yeah. Live.
What are you doing on The Voice?
Promoting to say, stay tuned and watch my show, Take It All. It's coming up next.
Will you sit in the audience?
I will sit in the audience and talk to Carson.
They put the microphone on you.
Yeah.
And then they say, hey.
Because, a lot of people DVR these things and they won't watch the commercials. Right. Or they get up during the commercials. So I am a living commercial within the show.
And then you will go to, then there's another show you're doing after The Voice, right?
My show, Take It All.
Oh, then you do the show live?
No, but I will. But there is a live. I have a tendency to tweet live during shows.
Yeah, no. Did you hear Steve-O on the show the other day? He was criticizing you for giving out your Twitter.
Yeah,
that was great.
He said you weren't doing your job. You were busy with Twitter.
He said he didn't like it.
He didn't like it. He's doing good on his show, right? He's got the killer karaoke.
Yeah. You're a gentleman. You never get into wars with people.
Well, why would I get into war with him?
What's going on here now? Honestly, I had heard through the grapevine.
Right.
I hear. You know what it is? When I don't see people for a while, I hear rumors.
Okay, what was the rumor?
I heard that, and be honest about this.
I will be. I have no.
I didn't know this because you're not a complainer type.
I don't complain.
But the rumor I heard is that you were really getting upset with America's Got Talent, not because you were mad at me or jealous of me, because that was in the tabloids, but because the travel was getting to you, that the actual coming to New York every week, it was a little bit much for you.
Rumor.
Was it true?
No, rumor.
Rumor. Because you travel everywhere.
Look what I'm doing today.
Why are you doing? I know you want your show to be successful, the game show. I'm sure you own it, right?
Well, this is one. I'm sitting. I just came in the green room. I'm with a guy named Scott St. John, who's the executive producer of that show. Him and I have been partners on show. He did Deal or No Deal. He's the guy that brought me on to Deal or No Deal.
What's the name of that company? I forget.
Well, that was Endemol, but that's not.
Okay.
But when we developed this show, I said I want to put together this same team. So this one I developed.
Right.
I own.
You came up with the concept?
Well, when you hear the concept, I didn't come up. It's a concept. You know what it is? It's secret. You know what Secret Santa is?
Yeah, sure. We did it here because I was sick of getting everyone gifts.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Did I steal your idea for TV?
No. Secret Santa. We all know what Secret Santa is.
Right. So, Secret Santa, or it's called Yankee Swap or White Elephant. You know, when you go to parties and you start exchanging gifts.
Yes.
And then you don't think yours is good, so you steal somebody else's, and then you could take that. I thought, why hasn't this been done on television? Because it makes up for a whole party. What if you made it for hundreds of thousands of dollars and people could steal from each other?
So in other words, I go on the show, I'm a contestant.
Right.
You're the host.
Right.
I win a prize.
No, you just take a prize.
You take a prize. Do I know what the prize is? Or
Not until it's open. You know, you can open it. You pick it. There's icons. But the prizes are, so you take a prize. You go, I want the green one. We open up the green one. It's a brand new Mercedes.
All right, so I just won a Mercedes.
You have a Mercedes.
I now own it. And I can't leave, though. I have to continue playing. Can I bow out? Can I just take my Mercedes and run? No. Of course not.
There's 5 contestants.
Right.
Then somebody else gets something, or they come out and they go, I want your Mercedes.
And they could have gotten a shitty prize.
Well, or they can take yours, unless you want to...
Now, if I just won a Mercedes, the guy says, I want your prize, I get him my new Mercedes, and I drive over him and kill him. And then I would win the show.
You've seen the show.
That's right.
No,
but what happens? So
okay.
So I get a Mercedes. The other guy has, I don't know, a washing machine.
Yeah.
And
whoever ends up at the end of the round with the least valuable prize gives it back and goes home.
Okay.
All
right.
So now there's 4. Now there's 3.
Yeah, but how do they get my prize?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
In other words, how does some guy end up with my Mercedes? I have to give it to him?
How does somebody wind up with everything?
No, you come out.
Yeah.
I've got there's 5 players, 5 prizes.
This is fucking complicated.
No, it's not.
How did you pitch this to the network?
This is easier than Deal or No Deal. Well, because you keep asking questions.
Deal or No Deal was easy.
This is easier. This is easier. You get my
explain it again.
5 players.
I got a Mercedes.
If you let me talk, it'll be easy.
Well, why would I let you do that?
Okay.
All right, go ahead. You're not explaining it well. Honestly, I don't think you know the game.
When you go to a party, how do you get a prize at Secret Santa?
Someone says, here's a prize for you.
Right.
Everybody picks one.
Right. But you could steal from each other, right?
Can you?
Yankee Swap or White Elephant, yeah.
How do you steal from each other?
You go, you know what? Do you want to open one of the unopened gifts, or do you want to take Howard's gift?
But let's say I have a Mercedes already. I would stop, and I'd say, I don't want to give up my gift.
You can't stop.
Well, here's what you can do. We do have one thing. It's called a lock. If you want to lock it and nobody can steal your Mercedes, you can lock it. But you can only do that once a whole game, right?
Okay.
So now you want your Mercedes. I say I want your Mercedes. You say you don't want me to take it. So then I open up the next one, and I get a hovercraft.
Okay. Do I want that? Is that good or bad?
You just locked in your Mercedes.
Right. Yeah, fine.
Now,
I'm happy.
Like I did on Deal or No Deal, I reveal the values of the prizes at the end.
I see.
Whoever has the least valuable, maybe the Mercedes is worth less than a hovercraft. You have to give back the Mercedes and go home.
I still don't understand, though, how you steal somebody else's prize.
Here's what... Well, you take it.
You
what do you
didn't
mean you
hear
take
him?
it? You mean you just take it?
Yeah.
Yes.
You mean I'm playing against you and you can just take my prize? And then why can't I take it back?
You can't take immediately back, but you can take it after the third guy. You know, you can take...
I'm fucking confused.
Really?
I'm confused.
Robin, are you confused?
I'm following this. I'm following it.
Okay, but here's the best part of the game.
No, you're not, Robin. You're lying.
I am. Here's what he said.
Okay, go. No, Robin, explain it. Robin, explain it.
All right.
You're doing
Here's
a horrible
the deal.
promotion.
Right, go ahead.
You come out.
Right.
You're contestant number 1.
Right.
And he says to you, okay, choose a prize.
Go ahead.
You choose a prize, you open it, and you find that you have a Mercedes.
Okay, fine.
So you're very happy with your Mercedes, you take a seat. The next contestant comes out.
Right.
He says, do you want to pick from this group of prizes,
right,
or do you want to steal something?